Yes. Welcome, heroes. Welcome to Unsung Heroes. My name is Mike Mercadal. I host an interview podcast called Zeros on Heroes, where I interview people about their heroes. But this is Unsung Heroes, where you guys get to be the heroes. That's right. We're shredding out to some Dragon Force. Ladies and gentlemen, I have declared it Unsung Heroes Year of the Dragon. Year of the Dragon. That's right. This show. Look, first and foremost, Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year. This isn't going to be one of those, hey, what are you going to do? New Year's resolution things. This is entirely about motherfucking dragons, and it is no way masking a thing that I am going to try to do to improve myself. Here we go. The reason why I'm declaring it the Year of the Dragon, last year I played a whole lot of D&D, and I learned, here's what I learned. We should all strive to be like dragons. Here we go. First point, they're very magical, right? Lots of magic. And what is magic if not belief in oneself, right? The power from within, and you can do all things, all that shit, blah, blah, blah. They also have a horde. Every dragon has a horde, and I wish for all of us to gain immense amounts of wealth in 2019. I want us all to be sitting on our piles of gold and sleeping in our coins and skeletons of our defeated enemies. 2019. Fuck, that was pretty good. Damn. Also, dragons also are very powerful. Here's what we gotta do. You can use your power for good, or you can use your power for evil. I say evil because it sounds more fantasy related when they say evil. 2019, it's all about dragons, not about improving yourself, by believing in yourself and finding strength within, getting lots and lots of wealth and money and security, and also using your power for good. That's what I believe dragons to stand for. But also, there's a whole lot of other different dragons out there, and what we're gonna do is, if you get stuck or you don't have a dragon thing that we can talk about, I have a list of pop culture, of dragon references in pop culture that we can all choose from. What do you say we get our first dragon up on stage? I didn't even have to pause the intro music because it's very long. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Just getting his food. Give it up for Adam Suzanne. Yes. What's up, buddy? Hello.
Dragons.
Yeah, breathe that fire. Spit that fire. Adam, welcome to the show.
Call me Bronson the way I pinch hose.
Oh, Jesus.
That was because I spit fire. Nah,
yeah,
that was my first joke of 2019.
And look, solid gold from here on out.
That's my New Year's resolution, is just to not say that again.
Do you have a New Year's resolution?
I have like 17.
Really? You got
so many.
A
just
lot of
follow
goals
through with shit mostly.
Look, I'll be honest with you. That's one of mine, and we're not the only ones. Everyone I've talked to has been like, yeah, let's see things through to
try.
Yeah.
Effort, caring. Giving a damn.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah. Belief in yourself. Magical dragon stuff. That's what we want for you. Yeah, dragons.
Oh, let's talk about dragons.
In what way can you improve your magic powers in believing yourself?
Just do the opposite of what I normally do.
Fair enough.
Really?
You're gonna have this. You're gonna have 2019 as your George Costanza year.
I'm gonna do the opposite. It's whatever I'm supposed to do. Opposite.
Yeah.
George Costanza, Jason Alexander. And the terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. But they're going to be very good days because it's the opposite.
Yes.
I'm going to work for the Yankees.
You're going to go work for the Yankees, teach. It's all about physics. What was the whole thing? How does he get smart? By not having sex or not? Yeah. That was the thing that he just like.
Well, I should be way smarter than I was about 13 months ago. I should have been getting way smarter for a good 13 months or something.
Fair enough.
Maybe. Well, I don't know. But that's all I'm.
We don't need to do the math. What about your horde, your dragon horde?
My favorite dragons. Can I talk about my favorite dragons?
Oh, I was okay. If we don't have to talk about we can talk about your favorite dragons.
Oh, this was the dragon show.
Yeah, but
we can talk about Ricky the Dragon Steamboat if you'd like.
Ricky the Dragon Steamboat was number 24 on my list of dragon references.
Ding! There's a game show in the UK called Pointless, which is like reverse Family Feud, where you have to find the answer that someone gave, but was the smallest amount of people.
Oh, like the most obscure answer?
Yeah, like name a country in Europe and like not say Germany or France. Like name, yeah.
Yeah, well, you would fucking crush at that.
I don't know. I'm not, sometimes I play it. I'm not very, I mean, I like it, but it's fun.
What was Ricky the Dragon Steamboat's gimmick?
He was he was a martial arts guy initially. Then he went to that was his thing in WWF, and then he went before that he was in Jim Crockett. But then after that he went to NWA, where he was just known as a family guy, and it was him versus Ric Flair, who was the partying guy. And for some reason, people liked the partying guy more than the family guy. And then he went back to WWF, where they made him an actual dragon, and they made him spit fire.
Really?
Yeah. You can like look up Ricky Steamboat in 1991 and feel bad.
Oh, really? Is it
like,
past
Vince
his prime?
McMahon had it. Vince McMahon was pissed he left. Because Ricky Steamboat was like, I want to spend more time with my kid. Vince's like, no, you got to be on the road 500 days a year. I know there's only 365. We're going to be crossing the international date line. God damn it.
What? See, that's the one thing about wrestling that I've always found more interesting is the actual like behind the scenes.
Have you ever seen a one trick? Yeah, it's really. It's a drama.
But that I would want to see that more than like the manufactured storylines that they come up with. Like I would love to see how the like behind the curtain, because they do it a little bit.
Like a Memphis wrestling Mad Men.
Yes, I would love like kind of like Glow, honestly.
Yeah, Glow. Yeah, Glow's great.
Yeah, I love Glow.
And also other dragon, the dragon from Tic Tac Dough.
What? Look, I understand it's fair for the people here to every time you say something super specific to go what, but
that's not going to be the Tic Tac Toe was Hollywood Squares without Hollywood. It was just squares. It was just tic tac toe. They just said, hey, you know what? You know how make these celebrities say funny things? Let's get rid of it and just make it trivia. Let's get Wink Martindale. Hey, it's pretty good. But the bonus round, they had to pick things on a board and try to get tic-tac-toe, but avoid the dragon.
Oh, yeah, so a very dangerous dragon.
And then they rebooted it in 1990 with John Wayne's kid, Pat Wayne, and they made the dragon rap.
Rap?
A rapping dragon.
Oh, no.
1990 game shows. That was a bad year for game shows, man.
But that was also like it's kind of like now with reality shows or with like home fixer-upper shows where it's just, I guess like it's easy to produce these type of things. Was that the game shows of the 90s was just easy to just
I think, it was filler.
Put it together.
You know, they would make a lot of episodes. It was just a lot in a short amount of time. I don't know. It was a lot of them were bad, but
you know what? I will say I don't mean to hijack your thing, but I've been watching. I was super sick over the New Year's.
I'm sorry. You said that. Yeah, I'm glad you're feeling better.
Thank you, buddy. And I spent a lot of it watching Netflix, and I saw this show called The Fix. Has anybody seen the show The Fix on Netflix with Jimmy Carr? I saw it, and I was like, let me just leave this on for 6 episodes. And
I haven't watched it yet, but
it was easily produced. It feels like a no-brainer, and then they had like comedians on there.
British game shows are all they're just comedians bullshitting. It's 90%
that's what it was, like QI, a British style American.
Never mind the Buzzcocks. Anyone? They made an American Never Mind the Buzzcocks.
Why?
And you know who the host of it was? This is Mark Maron.
Mark Maron was the host of a game show?
They made an American Never Mind the Buzzcocks with Mark Maron. I was, I think, one of the 4 people who watched. Let's talk. And then they Millionaire was a British import.
Yeah, that's true.
American Idol was.
Democracy. Maybe? Speaking of your dragon horde that you win money in, is that how you feel in 2019? Have you never tried to be on any of these game shows?
I've taken the Millionaire test I think 4 times, and I've only passed it once. Then I completely bombed the interview.
Oh,
because it was like, oh man, make people root for you, and I'm like, I don't know, like I guess I could use the money, but what am I?
Oh wow!
I was like, I don't know, like what? I mean, people probably they could do it. Like, I'll move or something maybe, but I don't know. I guess you could.
You need a sob story or an inspirational.
I was like, I'm gonna invest in shit. Like no, I just want to go on because it was Meredith Vieira, and I like showing people I know shit. Like, is that really the fucking thing? But I would. Oh, there are a few. I would kick ass on lingo.
What's lingo?
5-letter words. You just got to name the 5-letter word. I'm very good at that.
What?
From my Scrabble Boggle days.
That's the whole game?
Yeah, look at it. It's fun. But
so I think so for 2019, I think that we need you to get to believe in yourself. That's where your magic comes from. You have this brain full of I
want to do as long as we're there. I want to do the Suzanimal Bowl this year because my birthday is on the Super Bowl and I want to do something around then.
Yeah. Do you want to do a game show? I'll do a fucking game show, bro. I swear to God.
I want to do it so that when nobody goes, I don't feel bad. But that's the low self-esteem thing.
That is. So we need to transfer the energy. You need to believe in yourself and get you some magic. You got to get on one of these game shows so you can build your horde. But in order to do that, you got to use your powers for good. You got to use your strength and your power to motivate. I
got the power.
Yes. Does this sound inspirational enough to start off 2019?
I can't. I'm very appreciative.
Thank you. Adam, Suzanne, is there anything you'd like to promote before you go?
I'm finishing up the episode of Started from Degrassi. Toby had a cough, so I'm editing out all the coughs. They're pretty gross sounding. Yeah.
Yep, that is it. Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I'm going to have to cut that out of this podcast.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Ladies and gentlemen.
Was just me listening to her like, God, what the fuck? How did I not get that sick?
Adam Suzanne, everybody. Coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, Maura Soteria.
Sorry, my bad. More up.
What's
up? More
Hey.
quirk.
Oh, that was a really quick drop on the thing. What's up?
Not much.
How are you? Are you ready to talk about some dragons?
Talk about some dragons.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
First off, magic powers.
Magic powers.
Do you believe in yourself?
Do I believe? Oh, the magic is with me. It was within me. Yes.
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 So you have that in your horde for 2019. How do you plan on
My
building
horde, like my peoples.
your horde, your money, your stash? Like a harem of women. Like that's like hey, that's what I think about.
How are we gonna get them horse?
I imagine you now having a whole bunch of brother husbands, not sister wives. You just have like a whole bunch of brother husbands.
You think I would have them or wouldn't have them?
I don't know how you place value on people. What?
I have wife cousins.
You have? Oh boy.
Wife cousin.
Alabama. Okay.
I don't know how that happens, but I'm gonna write it. I have to draw a picture to get a chart. I think to figure out.
Lord, you get that family tree. That's a circle. What would
your cousins wash your clothes? Is that what it is? Or
yeah, I think like it would be the wife first, and then there's something would be there. There's going to be some.
Are they
incest.
cousin wives like their wife cousins? Because it's important.
I guess the cousin wife would be more risque.
Yeah.
So I would
imagine so.
If I'm gonna be incestuous, I want to like be able to gloat about it.
All right. So dragons.
Keep going.
Dragons.
Yeah.
This is why my mic is starting to get cut off every week.
So how do you plan on winning massive amounts of money this year?
I kind of want to delve into the sister. Can I delve into this cousin wife thing? Like they'd be like sister wives, but they're like just excited to see each other, but they never see each other. So that was sorry, dragons.
Is it a marriage of convenience where it's just like, or could it be a Commonwealth situation where you just live with your cousins for too long
like
and now
instead
you're
of
married?
like a big
My
commune.
cousin makes tea. That's my so I like
some
the tea. Yeah, free tea.
Would you like some tea?
No, thank you.
Oh, okay. I offered.
Yeah.
I don't like drinking non-creek beverages at the creek.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah, well.
What is your? Do you use your power for good?
Do I use my power for
or
good?
for evil?
I mean,
Are you a chromatic dragon or a metallic? That's super.
I mean, how Machiavellian am I? Like, is the success of the self the ultimate good?
You're Machiavelli.
Ooh, interesting.
You're Tupac Amaru Shakur.
Yeah, you're evil.
No.
Yeah, no. What is so like you've?
I'm drinking non-creek beverages at the creek.
Yeah, you're a bad person.
The creek sells kombucha now, by the way.
Oh yeah,
I'm not
ladies and
drinking
gentlemen,
that.
come on down to the creek in the cave.
You should drink
in Long
kombucha, listener.
Yeah,
Because Toby needs more gas.
her fandom will rise up.
I'm good. I would love for people to notice me.
Yeah. Oh my God, Adam.
Adam, you're using your powers for evil.
Yeah.
Against Toby.
It's an awful lot of you.
How many farts do you edit out of the podcast?
Mine are her, like
Both.
mine are silent. So
Yeah.
and I blame her dog.
Fair enough. Mara, what dragon in pop culture media do you feel is important, or do you like? Do you enjoy?
Oh, how about that dragon who's married to Donkey?
The
That's a good one.
I'm sorry, the
But
donkey.
she doesn't have a name. She doesn't.
She does not have a name. Her name is Dragon.
Yeah, that's terrible. They're just Dragon and Donkey.
And I will say
they're just-
this. The dragon that fucks the donkey from Shrek is number 14 on the list of pop
She
culture
doesn't
dragons.
even have a name.
Where is rapper Dragon?
They
Ooh,
have.
that's right.
They have mutant babies.
I'm equal opportunity. Sometimes you get fucked. Sometimes you do the fucking. You know, it's all
that
right.
was that Eddie Murphy's last good movie?
Dreamgirls wasn't good, but he was good in it.
Which one? Dreamgirls
He was good in it.
What was? Which one?
It was fine.
I don't know. I honestly cannot tell you the last Eddie Murphy movie I saw. I don't know which one. Bowfinger, maybe. That was great.
That
Bowfinger
was
is an
old.
all-time.
Bowfinger
It
was
was one of the most
fantastic.
underrated movies ever made.
What was the one where he was Jesus?
That was Meet Dave.
Yes.
Holy Man.
Yeah, Holy Man.
That's the one where he sets he electrifies Morgan Fairchild's face. Fun fact: I have the same birthday as Morgan Fairchild.
Congratulations!
Oh.
Wow. Okay. That was shot in Miami, Florida, because that's where he's like in the middle of the street and he's about to get hit by traffic or whatever. That's literally on the way to Miami Beach. Yeah. I guess it was cheap to shoot there for some reason, or Eddie Murphy wanted a vacation. So the dragon from Shrek.
Who doesn't even have a name? I don't know. Because she at least has personality. A lot of the dragons are just like attack, blah, blah, blah. Like there's no.
She does.
There's no higher brain function.
The donkey's charm.
Okay. Alex
Donkey's
Murphy, he's gonna-
charm. Yes, Eddie Murphy as the donkey's charm turns her. She's really gonna blow him up and shoot fire at him, and then he flirts with her, and suddenly they have donkey babies.
Yeah. But then it seemed like he wasn't even really into it. She's just like, oh, okay, well, you're the only option.
I like the idea of
I feel what a dark perspective to
want a
have on
donkey
the
that spits
dragon and
fire.
donkey relationship. What?
I want a donkey that spits fire.
Those little dragon donkey babies. Yeah.
Like I want to go down the Grand Canyon with a donkey like a fire spitting donkey.
I'm sure there's a video game like that
I don't
somewhere.
think those wings could support their weight, man.
I don't know. I think
What?
it could.
They just kind of like
I'll crush the
they'd be
baby
like
down.
like you know how flamingos don't fly? They just kind of
Flamingos fly.
did they?
Yeah,
do they really like fly, or do they just kind of?
no, they fly.
Giant flocks.
They
Okay,
really-
okay. You know how chickens don't fly.
Chickens don't fly. That's the scene in Scarface when he's like, "Hey, look at the pelican, fly pelican." Those are actually flamingos.
I've seen an elephant fly.
Okay, so what do you guys think? I will say, there is a live action Dumbo coming out.
I really hope it's not
whatever.
racist.
Why are they live
I really
actioning
hope-
everything?
To make money off of nostalgia.
To make a not
Ugh.
racist Dumbo is all I'm hoping for. Like Dumbo, the thing is, Dumbo is so racist, but the story's so powerful that that people refuse to let it just. But it is so fucking racist.
Like the crows, like
It
you
is
don't want the
it should
live
not
action.
be it should not
crows.
be in the common popular culture.
Only
white people like Dumbo. You heard it here first on.
In the live action Dumbo, in the trailer, all white people. All white people.
Uh,
Racism can't exist if it's all white people.
Fair.
Well, there could be crows.
Except in the Hollywood producers casting department. Laura,
But it is so racist.
how do we bring this back around? So we still got to figure out how
dragons to elephants.
to get.
Where? Yeah.
How do we get you back to what from Shrek? How can we use this knowledge of donkey and dragon's relationship to build your horde?
Well, you have to think outside the. You have to think outside the bun. Normally, I wouldn't date a donkey, but they made it work and they made beautiful babies. So think outside your comfort zone and and you don't have to be a badass defending everything. You can open up yourself to love, and then you have friends, and then And then she married Donkey. She got new friends. She's friends with Shrek and Mrs. Shrek. And
Here's what I think. You could make a ton of money writing Donkey Dragon / fiction or fan fiction, erotic fan fiction. I want to hear the nuts and bolts.
A ton of money.
Or at the very least, I will read a story where someone explains to me how this happens.
We went from a ton of money to like tell me about Donkey Dick.
Yeah. Well, because it's the dragon is the female, right?
So in a sense, the donkey dick is a piece of ass.
It's Eddie Murphy.
Yes. Yeah. We got it.
She horned him.
Ooh. I'm telling you, people would pay a lot of money for these stories.
I don't want to meet these people.
Mara, is there anything you'd like to promote before you go?
I mean, come out to see. I'm gonna do a roast battle in Zona Tribeca on Monday. And something in Yonkers on Monday.
Ooh, Yonkers.
These are right.
That's a road gig.
Yeah, I've not. It's a train gig.
I got other things I got to promote too.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't. Yeah.
I thought you did Degrassi.
You just cut it off.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize.
Your farts, Adam.
I know. I got Lucky 13 Saloon Tuesday at 7:30, and I have the world's best Instagram.
Yeah. And Mara, so they can see you there. Where can they follow you?
ADAMSUZ as in zebra, AN as in Nancy. You're welcome.
I meant Mara, but that's okay.
You're welcome beforehand. You want confidence? My Instagram is fucking great. It's better than anyone else's.
That's my Instagram. I post under Adam Suzanne.
You can follow both Mara and Adam at Adam's Instagram.
Now Adam's Instagram is MAURA Mora Satirical. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mara Satirical. Coming up next. You know him. You love him. Mr. Metal himself, Ryan Papazian. What's up, buddy? Yeah.
I don't know how else to
Give me
start.
your best, Bruce Dickinson. That's the hard one.
Yeah.
Ryan, welcome to the show. We've been talking before the show. We're talking dragons. Let's start with your belief in yourself to get magical powers. Do you have it?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It's called doing 30 pull-ups a day.
Yeah. That's right, bro.
Hell yeah.
That's right. Fuck these New Year's resolutions. You got magic.
I don't know. See, that's the thing. People have put New Year's. I need to be my New Year's resolution. I'm like, I need to stop lifting so much weight. I know I'm lifting way too much weight at the gym. Yeah. I'm getting way too fucking jacked. You know, I'm getting swole as fuck. No one's gonna. The thing is this is the thing about with comedy. If you get too swole in comedy, people just, they don't care anymore.
Don't I know it, brother?
They don't laugh at you. They're scared of you. And I'm getting to a point where
Carrot Top.
I'm getting to Carrot Top. I'm getting to that point where it's just, you strike fear in the audience.
We no longer appreciate his humor.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is.
And people have told me that he has a nightly show in Vegas that is always sold out. People love going to see it, and apparently he's funny. Apparently, the reviews are that he's funny, but because he looks like
he'll break their fucking necks if they say it's not funny.
What? So you don't want to get to Carrot Top level swole, but you would like to get to Carrot Top level comedy? Where you got a show in Vegas and you just perform whenever you fucking want? Yeah,
and just do props instead of having to think of opinions. It's fucking awesome. All you got to just build stuff in a shed and be like, yeah, this will make people laugh. It's a fucking... Dude, one of them was pretty funny. It was like a... It was like a spinner, and he's like, this is how George Bush starts a war. And it was a tank as a spinner, and he just spun it, and it was like spinning around, and it would land on a country. I thought it was funny. Okay. But you know what? Whatever. That's my type of humor.
This is 100% proof that prop comedy only works with the prop.
Yeah, it does.
You know what I mean? You have to have the visual.
Yeah, well,
it's a prop comedy podcast.
Actually, no, that's what I want to...
Oh, my God. We need to start a prop comedy podcast right now.
Just explain
where it's just a lot of visual bits.
Yeah.
No, it's just...
And then Mike...
You see this? I hardly knew her. Oh, reference.
Oh, and he's down.
Right? How are you going to build your hoard in 2019 and get your money?
Oh man, I already got it planned out. I planned it out today. I was embarrassed that I realized after an hour I got to stop doing this. I was writing out the odds for all the lottery games here in New York. Dude, I got it down to
Which scratcher you're gonna do?
No, not scratchers. They have like the numbers where you pick three numbers, and then there's like win 4, and then win 4 is actually I feel like the best odds for like a good amount of money. Like you get like about $3,000, and your chances are like kind of reasonable, like 1 in like 300. You know what I mean?
So you plan on building your hoard by cracking the code of the New York State Lottery?
Yeah.
All
basically,
right.
I was like, what's it? Fucking what's
It's
that?
Like it's like a beautiful mind.
Yeah,
I'm just
that's what I was
picturing
gonna
you.
say. A beautiful mind,
like
except
in the
fucking
window.
lottery numbers.
And you're like, well, these are it, man. These are the winning lotto numbers. Play these every week. Do you play every week?
I was. And I got when back in California. I was like playing a shitload because I blew all my Christmas money on lottery tickets. I was like, thanks, Grandma.
I will tell you, my Christmas gifts to everyone in my family are lottery scratchers. Like you buy the whole thing.
I did that too this year.
Because every year, what I give them is the gift of hope. Right?
Yeah.
In that moment, because people think it's done. Like, oh, you hand them a lottery scratcher. Like, oh, this is fucking stupid. But then it's like, all right, then give it back. And they're like, no, I'll scratch. You know, no one wants to like be the guy to not scratch the ticket.
So this is what I did. So I bought my dad scratchers, and I came home, and then I scratched all of them out, and I was like, oh fuck, I gotta buy more. And I bought more because I just thought like these are the ones that are gonna win, and I scratched out his scratchers and got more for him.
So that's
how I'm gonna make my money.
Yeah. With your weird lotto addiction.
Yeah. Man.
Do you gamble? Are you a gambler? Or is lotto like where you stop?
Maybe you shouldn't have the Vegas show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe. Oh, man. Oh my God.
Just all like a sold out audience. Where's Ryan? He's at the roulette table. It just keeps going.
They just pay you in room and board, and then because they know you'll blow all your money on the fucking casino next door.
Yeah, dude.
Prop comedy for a hotel room. That sounds like a life.
Yeah.
Shrimp buffet.
Sold.
Yeah, just a bunch of props. Like,
Put that shit on a cruise ship. I'm there. I will do it every week.
Dude, yeah.
I will
What were you gonna say? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you.
I was just gonna say, it's just I'm like so broke now that like it's making like the more broke I get, the more lottery makes sense to me. Like when you have a job, like a decent job in healthcare, and you're like, why the fuck am I doing? Like, don't waste. Yeah, now I have I'm like, whatever. I'm just gonna blow all this. I don't need to eat right, you know.
What amount of money? How small an amount of money do you feel would change your life?
$47.
Like if someone handed you a wad of cash right now, how small would the amount have to be? But you would still be like, well, my life is now forever different.
Oh yeah. I just enough because I have this credit card debt that I'm dealing with, and so that's what I'm trying. Like all these people.
Do you want to say how much it is?
Yeah, I'm at like $6,000.
Okay.
$6 grand.
I've heard worse. It's not worse.
It's not bad. It's not great. It's not bad. But the thing is like that to me. See, all these people are like, oh, $400 million. I'm like, dude, you're an idiot. There's no way you're gonna win that, you know. But like with the Take 5, it's one.
I hope you win $46.
Hold on, let me tell you the odds before you guys start laughing. All right, one in 500,000. Now that's a game I'm willing to play.
Well, I wish you luck. Would you like to talk about? Do you have a pop culture dragon that you would want to discuss, or do you want to pick one from the list?
You know what? I have to say, you know what's interesting is because you bring up dragons. So Reign of Fire, you guys know. Reign of Fire, yeah.
It's the worst great movie.
Yeah.
It was
so
beautiful.
bad good.
It was fun. It was beautiful.
So when did it come out? What year did it? It was like. Okay, there we go. That makes sense. So I was 12 years old. That was one of the first PG. I think it was PG-13,
something like that. I don't remember. I remember being violent.
It was like when I swear to God, this is why I remember it so well. It's like it's the first movie that I went from like kids movies to Reign of Fire, and I was like, oh yeah, violence, you know. And then that's when it was just like buy me games or people die.
Yeah,
whatever.
That was also the movie where they do studies, like someone did the math on it where all of the movie leaps. And there's an iconic Matthew McConaughey leap onto a fucking dragon in that movie. And they were like, he would have to be running at 47 miles per hour to be able to make the distance and stuff like that. I was like, still, it's Matthew McConaughey. I believe he can do it.
Did he talk like Matthew McConaughey in the movie?
Kind of.
Matthew McConaughey, so yes.
Yeah,
He's Matthew McConaughey, so he plays only him. And then he was doing like the crazy Matthew McConaughey. He was like real weird and all that shit. Yeah. And he had his head shaved. That's right. That was a big deal for Matthew McConaughey.
By the way, that leap is not impossible. I did that on my couch right after the movie when I was 12 years old. I did that same
embodied Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah.
That, I will say, Rain of Fire was not on the list of pop culture dragons.
Are you serious? How the fuck?
Irrelevant.
Dude, what is wrong?
It was a little on the... No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought about
What
it.
was
I forgot
number
to
one?
write.
Can we do number, or is that a secret?
No, we can
I
do
wanna
it's
see
not
what
in
number
order. It's
one-
just randomized. Number one on the list of pop culture dragons, Double Dragon. That's right. Double Dragon. The video game and that weird ass movie that was right around the time Mortal Kombat came out. With Scott Wolf. Scott Wolf. And that movie, they accidentally lit like one of the rivers in Ohio on fire because it was so dirty. Yeah, not hard to do. It's happened a couple
Oh
times.
yeah, that definitely sounds like a good bunch of fun. You know what I mean? Lighting a river on fire. I don't know how you do that.
Yeah, pollution. Ryan, is there anything you'd like to promote before you go?
Yes, my podcast. Like every time I'm on this thing, my podcast. Guys listening out there, go self-help yourself on iTunes. I'm going to add it to Stitcher and wherever that goes. But yeah, go self-help yourself.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Papazian. Coming up next. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, dressed for the occasion, it's Alex Murray.
Yes!
Yes! You're wearing
They
fucking
stand no
armor.
chance.
You're wearing
The
leather
bracers,
armor
dude.
right now.
Yes. Yes, I am dressed for the occasion. I have my dragon riding and fighting armor on, ready to go.
Are you aware that you will not be attacked by a dragon this evening?
Are you aware that you can be attacked by a dragon at any time?
I'm going to be honest. Mentally, I'm being attacked by the metaphor I use of dragons for self-improvement. But here we go.
So gird yourself, my friends. Physically and metaphorically, be prepared.
I'm girded metaphorically.
Can I say something about like what you're wearing, dude? it's great. It's like totally. But I just think it's like when you wear jeans and the shirt with it, it just is like, are you injured? It's like, did you sprain both your wrists and
You're right, yeah, right.
forearms?
I
and you
just like
sprained-
right now I'm like a guy in jeans and a t-shirt who's like really worried that someone might attack my wrists or left shoulder, and that's it.
I'll tell you once again, Ryan
Very
Papazian,
specifically
the
angry
master
dragons.
of podcast prop comedy, making visual references on an audio medium.
Oh man,
That's all right. Alex,
Had to do it.
let's talk about the metaphor
please.
first. 2019.
Yes.
Is this the year that you capture your magic?
I mean, I've had a hold of my magic for a long time.
Yes, sounds horny. What is how do you channel your magic to believe in yourself?
I mean, how do I channel it to believe myself? I look in a mirror and I'm like, God damn, you're ripping it.
Yeah, crushing it.
I am like the opposite of Adam Suzanne. I can't help but fucking like think about how great I am.
I will say this: you guys are on the opposite ends of the self-esteem spectrum.
No doubt.
Yeah.
I am probably overconfident.
Yes. I think that if you guys combined forces, you could be one of those
Like
dope,
a normal person.
like two-headed. No, you'd be the two-headed dragon from all of those animated things where the one head is like mad and one
we
is
would like fight with each other all the time. I'd be like, let's fucking
Yes.
do it. And he'd be like, I don't think we can do it. I'd be like, we gotta jump. We can run 47 miles an hour even though it's not impossible.
you
Let's
would be
go.
you would be the like good cop bad cop of dragons.
Of dragons.
Yeah.
Yes.
What
All right.
is how? in
There's
tw-
our cartoon, Adam.
Yeah.
Again,
I'm look.
Dragon Cops.
Yeah, I'd watch it.
I'd be too afraid to say we couldn't do it.
Okay.
You're right. All right. I guess just jump, man. Let's go.
And then at some point, Adam would rage and become like the ultimate powerful
Yeah, man.
dragon, and you're just like, whoa.
Man, it's on.
How about we build your horde in 2019? How do we?
I got lots of things going on. I sold a podcast theme for $100 earlier today. So I guess I might write podcast themes.
Wait, you wrote music for a podcast? Somebody bought it?
I haven't even written it yet, but I sold that shit.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Venmo is the transaction has happened. So
you-
I owe someone a podcast theme.
So you are a professional musician with a deadline right now.
Yeah, baby.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Nice.
not bad. So we're doing that. I make them kids jump up and down.
That's right. You do play for the kids.
I
The
do.
way you said it sounds weird.
I do.
You make, yeah, but you've been doing that for a while now.
I have, man.
And it's
like,
apparently lucrative with them Upper East Side moms.
It's not bad. Not bad at all. Overcharge people with too much money for shit they don't need. Hell yeah.
Wow, if that's not the motto for 2019, I don't know what is.
Yeah,
Dude,
baby.
it's not who you know, it's who you can scam.
It's
Yeah.
absolutely
100%
American
true.
economy.
P.T. Barnum, the dragon.
And using your powers for good or evil, are you tempted either way?
I mean, the thing that I just said makes me sound chromatic for sure.
Pretty evil. For the record, the chromatic dragons in Dungeons and Dragons are evil,
Are
and the
bad
metallic
guys.
ones are good.
And not metallic, but I like to think that honestly, I gotta be honest. I'm a very big proponent of you don't fight dragons, you ride them. Is there a new fucking How to Train Your Dragon movie coming out? Is that why we're doing this?
That's 100% why we're
Fuck
doing
yeah,
this.
dude! I love those movies, and also Toothless has a huge personality.
Yes.
Mara.
I think
Smog is like a complicated, interesting fella.
in the books.
Yeah, in the books.
Yeah. So you're saying you befriend the dragon?
Yeah, man, you make friends with the dragon, and then you ride that son of a bitch, and then also you have access to his horde, and also you can go fuck up other dragons, take their horde. Yeah, man.
Oh, so
You combine your powers with the thing you think is trying to fight you.
Oh.
2019, here we go.
Yeah. Stealing from the rich, giving to yourself,
Giving to everybody.
and then using that's good. Befriending
Hell
the
yeah.
powerful to accomplish your goals.
Yeah, absolutely,
I like
man.
it. Is Toothless
We're gonna ride this administration to glory. That's what we're gonna do.
Is your choice Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon?
No, my favorite pop culture dragon is the dragon from the original Pete's Dragon.
The original Pete's
The
Dragon.
cartoon Pete's Dragon with the teeny little wingalings.
Number 6 on the list
Him or
of pop culture
Trogdor.
dragons. Yeah, that is personally top 3 of my favorite dragons. I love that
He's
fucking.
awesome, and I love the idea that
His name is
nobody else
Elliot.
can-
Everybody, Elliot.
His name Elliot.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice. It's been a minute since I've seen it. I just love that movie also because they're fighting against a literal snake oil salesman.
I love that guy. The
Passamaquoddy.
Yeah.
Fighting against that asshole.
They're like where he's like he's like I've got the cure for all the things. He's like
Yeah.
literally a traveling chuckster.
He's a fucking snake oil salesman, man.
100%.
He sells some ridiculous product that's called supercalifragilistic. Rub it on your head and everything will be fine-adocious. And they're
Accurate.
they're taking him down, and he's like, oh shit, a real ass dragon. I'm gonna steal him and steal his powers.
And he sings that he has his buddy Red Buttons.
Yep.
Where they're like every little piece. Every little bit, and then they're like talking about how they're gonna strip off.
They're gonna just fucking take everybody for every little last tiny piece of everything that they have.
Well,
and
they
the
talk
people
about
of
cutting-
Passamaquoddy don't have a lot, and they're gonna come in and oh god damn it.
Yeah. Mickey, what's his name? Mickey Rooney is like the dad, and he's like
It's one of the Rooneys,
He's like a
yeah.
classy. No, but I love that movie. I still do a fucking. Subconsciously, I'll do. You know how he goes, "Wow!" I still do that at things. You know what I mean? That is like a something in my brain now from doing that.
Absolutely.
I don't remember the little kid in it because I could give a fuck about that whole little kid story
I don't know.
running away from an orphanage.
He was
or
one
something.
of those I don't know. It was typical Disney little kid of the era.
But I love the snake oil salesman. I love Pete. I love Elliot.
I just love seeing snake oil salesmen go down.
Yeah.
That always makes me happy.
That was fantastic. That's a good choice. I love that choice. The live action one. We will it fucking.
I haven't seen it, but
I didn't
whatever.
see it, but I didn't want to see it. Who gives a shit?
I wasn't. I mean, it's been we need to improve on that movie. Dumbo needs fixing. Pete's Dragon did not. The Jungle Book we keep remaking for some silly reason.
There's 6 Jungle Books.
Unnecessary.
There's a Mowgli.
They nailed it in one, and they just keep remaking.
There's too many. There's too many Jungle Books.
Nah, what are you gonna do?
Although I will say Christopher Walken as King Louis was pretty fun. That was
Solid.
pretty good.
I
Actually,
haven't seen it.
Yeah, the Jon Favreau one. That's why they gave him Lion King because it turned out okay. But it was weird that all of a sudden, and then the movie didn't have a lot of songs when the cartoon one totally did.
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden, Christopher Walken's like, I'm gonna sing, and he starts singing.
Oh, Ooby-Doo. I want to be like you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we look. I think we crushed it. What you're gonna rob from the rich and give
I'm ready,
to
man.
everyone?
I'm gonna fucking hop on the situation and ride it to glory, and then I'm gonna fucking rain down gold on everybody from on high. It's gonna be sweet,
brother. I love it. Is there anything you'd like to promote before you go?
Yes, there is. I am in a 1-act play competition, which is why I have all this dumb bullshit on. We're in a play called Role Play Night.
Yes.
Role Play Night. Sorry, Magic Tavern OP. That is happening tomorrow night at the Secret Theater at 8 p.m. Also, this coming Wednesday, it's like 3 blocks away in Long Island City.
It's literally called the Secret Theater. It's not like he's trolling everybody.
Go find it, asshole.
The most cursory Google search will let you know where it is.
Yeah.
It's just a couple blocks away. I imagine we're probably going to come here afterwards and get ripped. So we're doing that tomorrow night, Wednesday night, and then Saturday night, and then maybe Sunday if we're in the finals. Also, my new podcast, Mystic Lasagna, where we use Garfield comic strips as tarot cards to solve people's problems.
I love this fucking thing.
Episode 1 drops Monday, because Mondays.
Mondays.
Check all that out.
Giving you a reason to love Mondays. Mystic Lasagna.
Hells yeah.
I do love the idea that the Secret Theater, getting tickets to your show, is now like a little quest.
Yeah.
If you can find the Secret
Side
Theater.
quest.
Yeah.
If you show up and you tell me that you heard about it on this show, I'll buy you 4 beers.
Whoa, that's a lot of beers.
With my hoard money.
With your hoard money. Ladies and gentlemen, Alex Murray. Coming up next. Thank you, Ryan. Coming up next, give it up for John Smith.
Every time I did.
Give it up for John Smith, everybody.
Yeah.
Coming up to the sweet sounds of Dragon Force.
How are you?
Through the fire and
John,
flames.
I did think you might wear your matching shoulder piece tonight.
Yeah, I
knowing
do
that I had it.
have the exact same shoulder piece, which is embarrassing.
Yeah.
Visual references.
I know enough about this shoulder piece to know that it's actually meant for steampunk.
It is a steampunk
There
shoulder
were
piece.
gears all over that
I
bitch.
done ripped them fuckers off.
Same with me. Same with me.
John, thank you for being here. Happy
Absolutely.
New Year. Let's talk about it. Your dragon magic, the belief in yourself. Do you have it?
No.
What?
No.
I believe you should. I think you are.
You 100% should believe in yourself.
Yeah, you're a very talented artist. If you follow him at Vox the Devil, I'll do your plug.
Also,
up front.
I know for a fact you're an artist with the deadline because I've given you money.
I too have given.
By the
you
way,
money.
I meant to talk to you about that early before the show started.
Off mic, huh?
Yo, let's handle these business shit.
Yeah. I've been in a slum.
I think we're going to turn it around for 2019. We're going to turn it around. We're going to give you this boost of inner magic. That's where you're going to get powerful with your magic.
Hopefully.
Let's skip the horde part. Let's go. Do you use your powers for good and not evil, or vice versa?
I think I'm going to bring some evil to this podcast a little bit right now.
Everyone's brought evil.
What? Brendan knows a little bit about this because I just sat there for like 10 minutes looking at these.
Okay.
Do you know about Bad Dragon?
Oh no! Yes, I know. I know what
I
that
do
is.
not. Please tell me about
Oh my
it.
god!
Bad Dragon is where you go on the internet if you want specific dildos.
Yeah.
Oh no!
They are super specific.
Oh,
Very
boy.
specific.
Oh no!
And here's the thing: I'm not going to.
How
I'm not gonna.
specific
I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna
it's-
yuck some yums. But
it's-
also, dildos are funny, so let's talk about them.
Yeah. It's look. I'll be honest with you. I am afraid of a lot of the stuff that I've seen promoted there because like. Someone posted a picture that they bought one on like Instagram or something like that, and I posted it, and it's literally a dragon dick. Like,
Yes.
like it's a fantasy dildo.
Think of any fantasy creature you would want to fuck.
Centaur.
And there is
And they have a like dildo that you could fuck.
They have a corresponding dildo for all of your fantasies.
Portal.
Sure, let's go with that. Yeah.
It's like got like a shell on it. You never know. It's so fun. Oh man, you know what's funny about this part? My mom listens to the show, and I would like to advise her: do not Google "bad dragon," please, Mom. Don't do it.
Do.
She might. Who knows?
Listen, Mike's mom.
Yeah. Oh
It's
God.
2019. You got to do what you need to do to get your horde going.
Oh yeah.
Is that my hort? No, it's not. I will say this.
Are you
One of the
creating a
reasons
line of fantasy dildos?
No, the market is okay. One of my favorite things about
the market's flooded with
market's
dildos.
flooded. I'm not going to beat them, but no. One thing I was doing was looking at Bad Dragon reviews on Amazon.
Yes.
And I'd like to read at least like 2 samples real quick. This is for Flint, medium sized.
Oh, medium. They're for the record.
A Flint's dragon?
For the record,
or Flint?
the Bad
who
Dragon
is
sizes run a little big. You know what I mean? Like, when you're trying to find the right pair of shoes.
Like getting a medium-sized Coke at a movie theater. Yeah. This is a medium?
Yeah.
Well, I will say that does seem to be the gist of all the
What's the review for this?
because the first one for Flint,
What is
5
Flint?
stars. Flint, I don't know. It's just they have names. They're like Bobby the Dragon. Like they have personalities.
Like a proper name.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
It's its proper noun.
It's like getting a Jenna Jameson vagina, but it's the Flint dick.
But this
Oh,
one,
no.
5 stars. Title: biggest cock yet. This thing is huge. Love stretching out for him.
Oh, John. Keep going.
John, don't you dare
Not
stop.
for the faint of heart, but if you want a nice girthy challenge with some decent length, go for it. 10
Ladies
out
and
of 10.
gentlemen,
Mike's mom is Googling furiously.
yeah. For the record, I would like you all to start referring to me as Girthy Challenge. How you doing? What's your name? Oh, Girthy
My
Challenge.
buddy Mike, you know, the girthy challenge.
Yeah. That's a Mr. Challenge. We'd like to. Yeah.
Last one, real quick. This one's just called Great Toy. Simple to the
Very
point.
simple to the point. She must be tired from all of the stretching out for it.
She's gender is subjective.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, either or.
Let's
Or
just say I should
spectrum.
have. Let's just say I should have ordered a small. It's awesome to feel the spines up the butt, but seriously, order a small if this is your first Bad Dragon product. They also have their own brand of lube that's called Cum Lube, and that's the most upsetting thing to me.
Oh God,
To me,
John.
and I know about this because someone I know posted a picture of it. Like they had ordered some.
Yeah.
And they had posted. This is like today. This is why I remembered this at all.
By remember, do you mean like traumatized memory? Like you'll never forget it?
This is
No,
why
it's
I
so
was
funny.
triggered
Yeah.
earlier today.
But they had posted the pictures of the cum lube, and they posted it with just the caption "lunch." And I'm just like,
Brendan is sending you weird texts, man.
Oh man, I will say this. I'm again to use your phrase. I'm not going to yuck anyone's yum.
Yeah.
If that's your thing, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm totally fine with you guys doing whatever you want in the bedroom. As a medical professional, I will tell you: be safe. I implore you, please.
yeah.
Let's be realistic about your abilities and your girthy challenge.
As a
I say
medical
all of this,
semi-professional.
I say all of this is love. Like literally, just dildos are funny. Like inherently,
it's
so.
pretty great.
I will say the funniest thing about Bad Dragon is that they put out a special Shape of Water edition. And then
Fish sticks. You like fish sticks?
And then Guillermo del Toro responded and was just like, "That's not what it looks like." So
First of all, Guillermo del Toro is a fucking hero, and I love him, and I will see anything he does.
Yeah.
But also, that guy, he had some detail on every like. Hellboy 2 is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah.
And it's if you watch the behind the scenes, the detail behind that is amazing. It does not surprise me that he knows what this fishman's dick is.
course he
looks
does.
like.
100%.
Yeah,
Yes.
I wouldn't be surprised if they built and shot the scene and they just didn't use it.
You really can't make a good movie unless you know what everybody in its dick looks like.
Absolutely. Look,
100%.
it's in the Hollywood Handbook. I mean,
Yeah.
it's in the rules. Is Bad Dragon your pop culture dragon of choice? Because it is not on the list.
I mean,
Do you want to go to the list?
I'll say Falcor.
Falcor. Falcor the Luck Dragon, number 7 on the list of pop culture dragons.
I like Falcor in concept, but in execution in like the first Never-Ending Story, he is gross to look at.
He is. The scales weirded me out.
I am so afraid of them. They look like bubbles, and they were
like pearlescent and
Looks
weird.
like a disease.
Yeah. Something happened.
He looked it.
Looks like he was sharing a bad dragon with somebody.
I would not be surprised if there is a Falcor bad dragon something.
gotta
And his
be.
like nose just like was so big and like you could look right into it. It was bad.
Yes, it was slimy. Yeah, I love the idea of flying in the back of a dog dragon thing.
Yeah.
Sure.
But yeah, Falcor was like, especially at the end when like the real kid is flying Falcor, and you're like,
Yes.
what sense does this make?
Because he screamed into the night.
Yeah.
Moonchild.
It's-
It is for sure Moonchild.
Yeah,
it's for
spoiler
sure
alert.
Moonchild, which is a dumb name. That kid should not be allowed to name people.
Yeah, like even
Sebastian.
then, like the whole world is gonna be like wiped out, and they're like Moonchild, and she, the what is it, the childlike empress is like, nah, we're just gonna blink out, and then they poof, like,
I'd rather be a grain of sand.
okay.
yeah, I'd rather be the nothing.
Yeah.
John,
There.
Yes.
we nailed it again. You're crushing it.
Nailed it's a word.
Yeah. Is
Come
there
on,
anything?
nobody's gonna. He nailed it. Come on with the dildos. God,
Yeah,
you
I
guys
get
suck.
it. Look, I would like for you to promote something before you go.
I post artwork online at Vox the Devil.
I
Hey, if you
implore
commission
you.
artwork from him, he'll get it to you in like 3 or 4 months. It's totally cool.
I will say this: he's not selling it enough. John is an amazing artist, and you should all follow him and support him, and check out all of his stuff. And you can follow him at Vox the Devil, VOX the Devil. And
I feel like I covered that.
yeah,
But
but
he's not going to want to follow me after my strong dildo talk.
yeah, follow him for art and dildos,
You
ladies
just
and
got
gentlemen.
so many followers because of your strong dildo talk.
I'll tell you what, right now, there's a large community for art and dildos.
No shit. Oh,
no,
Ladies and gentlemen, give it
100%.
up for John Smith. Coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, Ben Gordon. What's up, buddy? How are you? I feel like everybody's headbanging too much
y'all.
to make some noise. That's what it is.
We're all just remembering Guitar Hero.
Yeah, the hours spent playing a plastic toy. I genuinely had a moment with a friend of mine because I play guitar, and he was like, "Bro, you suck at Guitar Hero," and I'm like, "I understand that," but then I
good
handed him
premise.
a real guitar, and he's like, "Oh, right,
Bro, you suck at
okay."
Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
You're the real
I'm
hero
still
if
bad.
you can
I'm still
play it,
bad
you know?
at. I'm still bad at plastic guitar.
It's okay.
Ben, welcome to the show.
Hello, thank you.
Happy
Thank you for having
2019.
me. Happy 2019.
Let's talk about
I'm glad
dragons.
to bring the mood down. That's what I love doing on this
We're-
podcast.
Yeah. Let's talk about your magic. Do you believe in yourself? How do you plan to believe in yourself
absolutely.
more this year?
I'm the fucking best. Why wouldn't I believe in myself?
Yeah, that's right. I love it. Love the confidence coming out the gate. How will that improve and grow in 2019?
Well, I do yoga, and yoga's all about self-affirmation and
Oh, that's
getting
good.
stronger for yourself.
You know what
So
I want to do?
I'm gonna keep doing that.
I want to do that DDP yoga.
Yeah.
Why is Diamond Dallas Page the spokesperson for yoga now?
I mean, shouldn't a wrestler be the administrator for fitness?
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
you know, he
sorta.
was like there when they were all doing steroids and
I
everything.
just-
But I'd like to get built like a wrestler.
I just think it's funny
I'd
how
like to lie to myself and think yoga could do it.
I just think it's funny how DDP is like the
Diamond Dallas
gateway
Page.
like to yoga for rednecks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, word.
Like where they're like, "Fuck, I'm not gonna do yoga."
Rednecks
Oh,
don't
what,
learn
Diamond
anything
Dallas
unless
Page
wrestlers
does
tell
it?
them.
What you say?
Rednecks don't learn anything unless wrestlers tell them about it. You know,
It's 100% true. How about your
AJ
powers?
Styles told us to stop smoking. Everyone should stop smoking.
That's true. What would you like to do to help build your hoard in 2019?
Build my belief in myself, my cash. Or
No, your hoard is your cash. How are we gonna make
I don't
you
give a fuck
billions
about
of dollars
cash.
in 2019?
I'm gonna. I legitimately, I want to start teaching yoga. So I gotta start like going to school for that. School, you know, there's programs
class.
to learn.
You get a
Class. I
certification.
go to classes and stuff, but none of those are like part of that process.
Wait, does this mean that what is a yogi? Is that a student of yoga or like a teacher of
It's
yoga?
someone doing yoga.
Just anybody who does yoga.
Yeah. Yoga's real neutral about the philosophy of yoga is real neutral. Everyone is on a level playing field.
So
You
everybody's
can't
just
incorporate racism into yoga.
no levels. How do you become a teacher? Boo.
Hierarchy. You know, I said racism. I meant racism, but hierarchy. You can't incorporate hierarchy.
Do you feel an element of racism in yoga?
Not yet. Okay.
Do you plan to bring it when you become a yoga instructor?
Ooh, maybe. This is
Like
Black Power yoga. No whites allowed. Mike, you're very much allowed, Mike. As many times as I've called you white on this podcast, you're very much allowed.
I'm white passing. I'm, again, the Schrodinger's cat of ethnicities.
If you don't ask, you can't tell.
Yeah, exactly. What? Hey, I've skated by on less. What is
absolutely skating by is the best?
Do you use? So you feel? I feel like these are your powers. Well, taking all the racism out of it, the powers are for good. Like you are aligned with the good. And
I want to teach people to believe in themselves. You know?
Yeah, that's a solid good.
That's like the core of like my favorite anime, which most anime is about like believing yourself and appreciating your friends.
Yeah. You did the true lesson is the friends you made along the way. That's the ultimate
John,
lesson.
You've seen Gurren Lagann, right?
What?
You've seen Gurren Lagann, right? The anime about the drills and the mechs.
Oh yeah, Gurren Lagann. It's one of my absolute favorites.
Absolutely, that shit changed my life. That's the whole concept of that entire anime is believing in yourself.
Believing in your friends, Mike.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant,
that's what it's about. It's abstracted into the concept of riding giant robots that drill things into space.
Yeah,
but it's about believing in
It's
yourself.
like a shonen.
They drill things into space. Okay.
It's like
dude, they fight mechs that throw galaxies at each other.
Yes, it's a shonen anime, but it's also like a parody of like shonen and mech anime, and like, it hits all the tropes of that. But it does it better than any other one. It's so fucking good.
Is it funny? Is it like One Punch Man?
Yes. No, it's not. It's not
It's
like
not a
One Punch
comedy,
Man.
but it's pretty funny.
Yeah,
all right,
and like
I'll check it out.
The scale of the
27
show,
episodes.
like
I
it
got the
goes over
crunch.
like 30 years, like the 30 years, and it starts out like this timeline of the show.
Sure.
And it starts out with like them underground. That's where they live their life, and by the end, they are
They're
in
mole
space
people.
throwing galaxies at each other.
They're
It's
flying
fucking amazing.
dreadnoughts.
I'll tell you this. I got a Crunchyroll app. I'll watch
The
it.
main antagonist of Gurren Lagann is the concept of normality.
Yeah.
Conformity or
The
whatever.
bad guy's called the anti-spiral. Their entire thing is you believe in yourself too much. You have to stop.
Whoa.
And they're like, no, fuck you. I believe in myself, which means I'm gonna beat you.
Yeah, and then like the main character is like has a lot of self-doubt issues, and his friends are always constantly like, "Believe in me, who believes in you?" It's really fucking good.
Wow.
Straight up.
Guys, I'm on board for this plug for what's it called?
Gurren Lagann. GURRENLAGANN.
The full name is Tengen Toppo Gurren Lagann.
Gurren Lagann's the name of the mech
It's
robot
also,
they
like,
used to fight.
Is there a
Amazingly animated.
Is it really good?
Amazingly animated.
Is there a dragon in it? Is there a dragon mech?
There are non-humans, but I wouldn't call them. I wouldn't say
Yeah.
there's
So
probably
what's-
a dragon man somewhere. But
What's
they're
your
not the main character.
favorite pop culture dragon?
Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
It got.
I really. Okay.
Yeah, it got dropped earlier, and
Did Adam Suzanne?
Of course,
Okay,
Adam
okay,
Suzanne,
okay.
yeah.
So
he's the only one that I would have let take that from you.
Rapper Dragon.
I mean, there's Super Dragon. There's other wrestlers. There's the American Dragon, Daniel Bryan. There's the American Dragon, Jake Long. I don't know.
Is that the cartoon?
That was a cartoon.
Are there? We were talking about outside. What's Super Dragon?
Super Dragon. He was a Japanese wrestler. He runs an American wrestling company now called Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. That is like this super indie, like exclusive. I don't want to call it super underground.
The Sub Pop of Pro Wrestling.
Whatever that means.
And he runs it. And
he runs it.
I know that
He runs it completely. I want to say completely by himself.
Yeah, but I know that the Japanese wrestlers and all that stuff, like the Japanese wrestling organizations, are like nuts. They're like super above and beyond what we got over here.
They're very tough.
They're very tough. I would say
For
because
wrestling, that's tough is the word I would use.
Yeah, I've seen some crazy shit come out of Japan, and I know that they're.
Did you see the guy wrestle a sex doll for like half an hour?
Yes, I saw that.
That guy's the best. Shout out to Kota Ibushi.
But it looked good. Like
he can tell when you. He's a genius.
He's a genius. It looked like
the
he
golden
was.
star.
He was like a masterful choreography. Like
right,
it was
right. That's all wrestling is.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Can I talk? Well,
what were you gonna say?
I was gonna talk about Parthenax. I don't know if anyone's gonna bring up when Mario taught them Dragon Breath. That was valuable time.
Parthenax is from Skyrim.
He's from
Anybody
Skyrim.
play
He's
Skyrim?
the dragon that talks to you. Oh, damn.
Boo. Wait.
I stole Toby's.
We got more. I got a list. What would you actually hold on? Where is he? The Dragonborn from Skyrim, not necessarily Parthenax, was number 21 on the list of pop culture dragons.
That sounds about right.
But Parthenax is the one that teaches you shit, right?
Yeah, he's voiced by Charles Martinet, Mario, Super Mario.
He's the voice of Super Mario is also the voice of that dragon.
Yeah.
God damn, that's funny.
The voice of Peach, she's not in Skyrim. She voices the Cortana in the Halo series as well. The voice of Princess Peach. Jen Taylor.
That's a dream job to be a voice actor in video game. Man, that sounds like so much fun. You get to be like all of these things. That sounds great. Ben, is there anything you'd like to promote before you grow?
Yo, follow Adam Suzanne on Instagram.
Yeah.
At Adam Suzanne. His Instagram's great. Like, he was talking about it, but like, I love it. It's all abstract, digital, like Instagram sticker art.
It's digital art, and everyone should go follow Adam Suzanne.
It's fucking weird.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Ben Gordon. Thank you, John. Thank you, buddy. You're going to sit right there. Coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Brendan Gillis.
Brendan.
What's up, buddy?
Hi, it's the year of the pig. Can we talk about pigs only?
Huh?
It's the year of the pig.
I understand it's the year of the pig,
But
but
this is your zodiac?
What does
This
that mean
is
for
my
us?
fucking year
What year
of the
are we
dragon.
leaving?
Huh?
What year are we leaving?
We're leaving the year of the dragon, right?
No, in your zodiac.
In my zodiac,
Yeah.
the year of the sleepy cow.
Okay.
Because I gained weight and I was really sad a lot.
Okay.
No, now we're in the.
So the Mike Mercadal zodiac is like very tied to you. It's not like to this podcast. It's just like what's going on with you.
Don't dig into the metaphor that much, man.
Unless
Sorry, like
unless
it's
this
just.
becomes the Sleepy Cow
high
podcast.
school English teacher.
Okay, do you want to know the year? Because honestly, this last year, I played a lot of Dungeons and Dragons, and I fucking loved the idea of building the character and having your character grow and all that stuff.
And then getting vanquished by fire and a dragon?
No, well, yeah, but also like that's part of the story. If you can beat the dragon or you befriend the dragon, like Alex said, I really have like wanted to take into me the idea of leveling up and having like metrics to feel accomplishments and stuff like that and setting goals. And I just feel like, and then when you level up, you get a new thing and you get to branch out more like and that's where I get the idea for the dragon horde, the good, the evil, the alignment, all that shit, because it's like a choice you make as you keep going. Because at some point in the D&D, you can go evil. Like you can make fucking bad decisions. So the goal is to kind of keep it on the straight and narrow and build a horde of money with which to get more things.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with it. I've been following.
Let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Mercadal, welcome to the show.
To
tell us about himself.
This is my 5 minutes. Everybody fuck off the stage. No, well, let's talk about you as a dragon. What is your
Blue
belief?
eyes, white dragon.
Blue.
Oh shit! I have blue eyes. I have white skin. I am blue eyes, white dragon. That's not even like I don't understand why that's a question. Next question.
Yo, Mike. Wherever on that list, you better put red eyes, black dragon right next to him.
I'll tell you right now, no Yu-Gi-Oh on the list of dragons. Coming up with a deep cut. Yeah, this was literally just stuff I googled.
Where was
from
Super
memory.
Dragon on the list?
Huh? Super Dragon was not on the list.
Where was
That's
Dragon
right.
Heart, which I watched in a hotel on Laserdisc?
Dragon? Yeah. Well, we'll get to it. I want to talk.
Where was Enter the Dragon?
Yeah, right? You know what hotels had like laser discs in the lobby? And a laser disc was like the size of an LP, but it was a DVD?
Yeah.
And I watched Dragonheart on one.
And
I was like 8 years old.
The thing about
it was like big ass. Yeah.
the laser discs was that it would.
Let's keep talking about a visual reference on Prop Comedy Podcast.
Yeah. But it's half of it. I'm not talking
Comes
about
to
the
the
visual
laser disc right you
here.
want to see the
Here's
visual
the laser
references.
disc, guys. We have one in studio.
But you have to flip
God.
it over. You had an A and a B side.
Yeah. Only the first half of the movie was on the one side,
It was,
and then you had to.
it was an A and B side.
you had to
It was a
flip it.
fucking DVD record.
Yeah.
Yeah. It played with a needle.
I don't know why you would
The whole
bother.
thing.
Why would you bother putting something out so inconvenient?
Because it was fucking cool.
It was next level, man.
I remember being like 8 and we got this movie on, and they were like, it's on a disc, and I was like,
Yeah. Well, basically
sure
what
the
it was,
novelty
it's just
was pretty
it's the
impressive.
and it was
same.
Dragonheart. That movie was Dragonheart.
Yeah, it's the same format as a CD. It's just they made the CD bigger so you could fit more on there. That's all it was. What?
Not efficient technology.
So, do you believe in yourself, and how do you plan?
Absolutely.
How do you
Hell
plan
yeah,
on
Brandon.
improving and capitalizing on that in 2019?
Well, I heard somewhere that if you talk about your goals, it gives you the same satisfaction of working on them. So I'm not
Yes.
going to tell you shit.
Ooh,
Keep it a secret.
But I have many goals. Thank you. Next question.
Yes, keep your secrets.
Ask Brendan in 6 months if he made it. That's all you need to know.
Ask me December 31st, 2019.
If you can see
did
him,
I accomplish my goals?
If you can ask him in person, he obviously didn't. So
his goal was to not be here.
No, that's no.
What is how do you plan on building your horde in 2019?
Just like continuing to have a job. Like just staying in my job and counting on union negotiations to get teachers raises.
So you're
like that's
absolutely. So what you're saying is that you are a
no tricky shit.
Your kids.
You're a level-headed dragon. Your horde is just enough for you to get by.
Well, as we established, I'm Blue Eyes White Dragon. I've never seen Yu-Gi-Oh, so I don't know what that means.
Oh, hey.
But I assume I live inside of a card, and I don't need a horde. But I have a job?
Yeah.
To fight other Yu-Gi-Ohs? No, Yu-Gi-Oh's the boy?
Yu-Gi-Oh's the guy that plays the cards.
Yeah.
What about so you want to but you will team up with others.
Ben's just whispering commentary.
Yeah,
like into his mic, so I'm just like catching things and I'm like, who do I
Dragon Zord.
I'm gonna hear it. Stop
from Power
spoiler
Rangers?
alerting
Green Ranger's Dragon Zord?
Yeah, word.
Where's that on the list?
Mike,
I will tell
Mike,
you.
I forgot to bring it up. The Dragon of Dojima is not on that list, and he should be.
What's the Dragon of Dojima?
He's a fictional Yakuza who doesn't do crimes, starts an orphanage, and is just an all-around badass.
He's just a nice guy, Yakuza member.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, why not?
He's voiced by the guy who voices Kenshiro in Fist of the North Star, and he's more or less the same guy.
Where is it?
Who are you talking about? Dragon Zord.
Dragon Zord from the Power Rangers was number 15 on the list of pop culture dragons.
Very good.
I never liked him.
Where's Blue Eyes White Dragon?
It's not on the
Blue
list.
Eyes White Dragon's not on there. We talked about this.
You
Blue
guys-
Eyes White Dragon is right here on this mic.
Blue Eyes White Dragon sounds like a clan member.
No, see, I didn't want to address this, but like
they stole dragons. Yeah,
I'm not happy it came up at some point, but like it had to come up at some point.
The clan uses the Grand Dragon,
and all that shit.
Yeah,
that is my
Dragon?
least favorite dragon of 2019.
Yeah, the worst. Yeah, David Duke, the worst dragon. What is? Really but that's at some point there had to have been like a lieutenant, captain, chief, or like a certain normal general. There at some point it was
Lieutenant, Captain, Chief, General, Dragon.
Like what's higher than a general? Motherfucking dragon.
Honestly, it's amazing.
Oh, and a wizard. There's wizards and dragons in the clan.
The clan has D&D rallies.
Yeah, it just started as a D&D game that got way out of hand.
No way. We got to take that back. What is
solid goal for 2019?
Yeah,
take D&D back from the clan.
Don't bring the clan to the creek in the cave.
Going back to building my horde.
I will say that you are teaming up with the Union. I guess is like
sure. I'm teaming up with some other people. As well,
you're creating a union of dragons
separate from that.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, other collaborative goals.
Oh, they're not.
But I can't talk about them because, like I said, I can't talk about them.
Don't talk about your goals, right? You keep them secret.
I don't have any goals.
Do you use your powers? And do you align good or evil? Are you a good dragon or an evil dragon?
I'd say I'm chaotic neutral.
Yeah.
Because I generally try to build people up, but I will cut a bitch in half, no question.
Yeah. I do feel like you as a person follow like a chaotic alignment. Like you're just kind of. I would say chaotic good.
All right, chaotic good, fine.
Is Teacher Brendan chaotic alignment? Or?
Yeah. Teacher Brendan is real
I would
Brendan.
like help kids, but if a kid tries to like front of me and act like he's really tough, whatever, I would just like be like, nope, done.
And then
I will roast that kid in front of everybody.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I'm a dragon. I will light him on fire, dragon breath, etc., etc.
Can you give an example?
Tell him that his haircut looks
roasting a student.
Oh my god,
where do I
just out of in front of the girl he likes?
Sure. One time, this kid, we were like prepping for a project, and everyone's just working. But this kid is talking the whole time, talking. And at some point, he goes, "Mr. Brendan, you know what I'm really good at?" And I said, "Not shutting your mouth." And he didn't notice. He was like, "What?" And he just kept talking. But all the other kids were like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah,
like, they were embarrassed for him.
Right.
That just happened.
That he missed his own burn.
He missed his own burn.
Sick burn.
Yeah.
That I do find your job to be impossible. I would respond to emergencies and I knew how to do it, man. I knew how to heart attack, I got you. Stroke, gotcha.
Yeah,
but to
you're a
deal
medical
with
professional.
High school
students.
They're like young adults,
Man,
but they're like.
Well, this is the thing. In your job, when there's like screaming, it's an emergency, right?
Or-
in my job, if there's screaming, it could be an emergency, somebody's happy, or literally nothing just happened. And teenagers respond the same way to all three scenarios, which is just screams.
You're ready.
You handle the kids, right?
You're ready.
What's a fortnight? No, I'm just kidding.
I wish I could roast kids and get paid for it. Oh man,
It's great.
Like
I mean, I don't roast them too hard,
Word.
Yeah,
I want to ask, like,
productive roasting.
are they're not discreet with their business? Do you just like have shit that you can throw at them at the right moment? That you just like, hey, listen, Kevin, Melissa does not like you. You really need to slow up.
Yeah, I keep
and
most
that kid
of
is
it in my head.
traumatized forever.
Yeah, and that's the other thing is like even when I don't roast them, I just sit there thinking, man, if I wanted to,
Leave Cheryl alone.
yeah,
I would suplex him.
be
I
a
could not keep that
crater
job.
in this classroom.
Wow. Do you?
But I don't do that. I build them up nicely.
You build
That's
them up.
my chaotic
you
good
use
nature.
your power
Kids
for
to
good.
believe in themselves.
I'm telling you,
Overall,
chaotic.
using
good.
it for good.
Brendan, is there anything you'd like to promote before you go?
All the projects I will be doing in 2019. Stay tuned for them when they actually
Don't
get
ask him about
done.
Do you
Don't
want?
ask me about them though. In process.
Would you like some? Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can buy my book. 2019, great year to buy my book.
What's
It came
it
out last
called?
year. It's called A Puzzle Is Still Made of Pieces by Brendan Gill. It's on Amazon's poetry.
What's it called?
A puzzle is still made of pieces.
It's a book of poetry, and he read it at FlameCon.
That's a wonderful sentiment.
I was on what list was I on?
I was on
on
list.
lists and shit.
Best books of
Alex
2018.
Murray's most manageable poetry books of 2018 is actually the only list that I made it onto.
Manageable is a good way to describe
Manageable
a
is
book.
how Alex described it one time.
I would read a book if
Standing
someone
in a
told me it was
bookstore, he
manageable.
said, "This is very it is manageable." Ask Alex.
Yeah. Ladies
Puzzles
and
are
gentlemen,
still
author of
made
the most
pieces.
manageable poetry book of 2018. Give it up for Brendan Gillen.
Teach your kids fire breath.
Coming up next, give it up for Alex Stein. Alex Stein, motherfucker's wearing a cloak. He's ready to fight some dragons.
I would have worn my cloak too.
Yeah, we should have all dressed up for this. Man, I didn't plan this out right. God damn it.
It just
comedy.
so happened I had a cloak in my bag.
Yeah, because you are also in the one-act thing with Alex,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, with Mr. R. Alex Murray. We're doing a one-act play called Role Play Night this, tomorrow and two times next week.
Night with a K or with just an N?
No, just an N. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, there's no real nights in it.
Okay.
So, Alex,
Just a
you
bunch
are
of nerds.
You are experienced in the realm of dragons and fantasy and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
But let's talk about you. How do you have magic in you? Do you believe in yourself? And how do you plan on building that in 2019?
Man, I've had so much magic in me ever since the time that I learned that magic was like a real thing. And I said, oh, if you just manifest this in yourself, you could just let it out and you can just take the power back.
So you read the book The Secret. That's what you're saying.
You know, I actually saw the documentary The Secret before I even knew that it was a book.
Wait, there's a documentary about the secret.
Man, you make
I
a
can
vision
Cliff
book.
Notes The Secret with a movie.
Oh, yeah, it's way
Hell
easier.
yeah.
You can close the shit with one sentence.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, it's
if
easy.
you put it out, the universe will give it to you. That's what you
Really,
just
all
said.
you need is just
That
a
was the secret.
You need a cork board and some scissors, and you just cut some shit out of some magazines, and your dreams will come true.
You gotta have the right magazines, though.
Yeah.
If you get like Geriatric Weekly, Bad Vision Board.
Bad vision.
Yeah,
board.
yeah, yeah.
Is the secret to have Oprah endorse you? Is that really what the secret
I
is?
mean, what was it? The like 1,000 million things or whatever that guy is.
Oh,
A million
yeah,
little
the
things.
fake-
like,
the
Oh,
Faker.
a million little pieces.
A million little
I
pieces.
think,
Yeah.
No, the secret is to say, I want Oprah to endorse me, and then she does.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's what he did.
Ladies and gentlemen, in 2019, Oprah will be endorsing the Unsung Heroes podcast. Oh, damn. I should have kept that a secret. Shit.
Shit.
Okay, yeah.
What is so you believe in yourself, you have the power, you believe, how do you plan on growing that in 2019 to improve your
So
self-esteem?
you've been talking about the horde, and like earlier tonight, somebody was like, "Are you talking about whores?"
Yes,
right.
Mark said
And then we're both big D&D nerds, and we're talking about chromatic dragons and metallic dragons. And then I was like, "What if there was like?" This sounds so weird. A flesh dragon that's just like, I'm just gonna like get a whole bunch of whores, and that's gonna be my whore.
A flesh dragon?
Yeah, dude. Just like no scales, just like all about it, hedonism. Like, and that's like
I
gonna
think,
be that's gonna be my horde for the year.
I think that's the bad dragon that John was talking about earlier.
bad dragon.
What?
They're just lying on a pile of bad dragon dildos.
Well, you know what? Yeah. So you want your horde to just be a bunch of dildos?
I don't know if that's what I want, but I was just imagining that as a thing in the fantasy world.
The idea of a flesh dragon sounds terrible to me.
Really
That's
does.
so unnerving.
I know. Just like a good tan.
It's like a sphinx cat. Like one of those sphinx cats.
They're so cute when they're small, those sphinx cats, and then they get older and they're super
But
weird.
any animal that's not human shaped that doesn't have fur is like very weird to look at.
Yeah,
especially
that's
a
true.
dragon.
Like those
Well,
weird
I mean, because they
chihuahuas.
usually have scales, and now you're talking about one that's just like.
But enough about that horde and all that bullshit. How do you plan on building your horde in 2019?
Mostly through acorns and micro investing, just rounding up.
I've been doing that for years. Do you know what that is?
Yeah,
You know,
sure.
where
No,
they,
I'm making that face at acorns. You mean like the nut?
yeah, the
Okay,
nuts.
all right,
No.
just checking. Keep
Well,
going.
if we're talking about the nut, I do that every
No,
day.
Stein. No, come on.
I'm sorry.
It's in the realm of fan. Oh, you know what? I will say this: every every D&D game eventually devolves into someone trying to fuck a wench or something.
Oh God, no! It hasn't happened in our games, not yet.
Not yet.
Thank God.
Keyword.
Because we play with classy people. Am I right, Murray? That's what I'm talking
Not in my game.
about. Jesus Christ.
This is beside the point. So you invest. You do you do
Yeah,
that
let's do
shit?
financial advice. That's what this podcast is known for, right?
I'll tell you what.
I'm kind of mad at stock market's tanking, and I'm losing money on that shit.
I don't invest. What I do is I just save without me knowing it. So I will
Right.
tell you this. My credit score right now is 802.
Fuck you, Jesus!
802.
Congratulations.
And
How many credit cards do you have?
3.
Do you know about churning?
I do, where you use them all against each
Yeah,
other.
my old roommate has 34 credit cards.
I'm on that
shit.
path because
He's a credit card dragon.
he's a credit card
Credit
dragon.
card dragon. Dude, who needs a horde when you got good credit?
I'll tell
He's
you
just
this.
sitting on a pile of credit cards.
I'll tell you what. I have good
Specifically
credit, but I
34.
have zero like liquid to be able to use it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like my credit's great, but I have zero. Like I would not. If I were to use all my credit right now, I'd never pay it back. Like
Is there a dragon whose breath weapon is just pure liquid?
is there a what?
A dragon whose breath weapon is just pure liquid.
Just a water.
water dragon?
Water dragon. Yeah.
Well,
man.
no, I'm saying like I was talking about cash flow.
Oh yeah.
It spits literal money.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Look,
It's kind of
see?
a reverse dragon.
Gyarados from Pokemon
Like
is a
they
water
give
dragon.
hordes to other people.
He's a dragon.
He's a water dragon.
See?
Oh damn! He's
Yeah.
actually showing me on his phone. We're talking prop
That- I
comedy.
can confirm
podcast.
that just
comedy,
happened.
baby. Prop comedy. I'll get
I'm
you guys
like-
up. Don't worry.
I think I'm 717 if I remember
But
correctly.
look,
Genie and
what
Dragonite
I'm saying
forgot
is
to mention
that
them.
as advice, I can tell you what I did, and that was like every time you get paid, I have an app called Capital Acorns does it too. It just saves like 10% away, and then also I pay
So
off.
we're not talking about actual acorns.
No.
Okay.
Unless you start an acorn farm and you start like an oak plantation.
Sorry, you have an app. Let's do
Yeah.
financial advice.
But
What we're known
what I'm
for.
saying is pay it off every week, and then that way, like if you can't pay off your credit card every week, don't fucking use it because otherwise they'll charge you interest. There's nothing.
Jesus.
I don't know what it is about. I can't like paying interest to me is like a violation.
Yeah, no, absolutely
Yeah, I
never.
feel
Fuck you.
dirty.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah.
Well,
but that's
it
how
happens to me every week, and that's why I feel dirty.
Yeah. So you're building your horde. Are you a good dragon or a bad dragon? How are you aligned?
Oh God! And you know what?
I think he's a bad dragon
No,
based
no,
on the
no.
first answer.
Yeah.
Well, truthfully, I've been looking up these dragons from the 80s called gem dragons, and they don't exist in 5th edition. And we're getting deep on the D&D thing, but
Wow,
the
okay.
gem dragons are like the pure neutral dragons, and they have like breath weapons where they will like blind you, or they do
Oh,
like
they're
yeah,
like status effect
dragon. So I kind of like I don't know where I sit, but I kind of like the idea of being a
You
gem
want to be
dragon.
you want to be Jim from
What
Jim
is
and
your
the
status
Holograms.
effect? What do you do to people?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I mean, that's a good one. I mean, maybe paralyze them with my charm.
Okay.
That's a good one, right?
I've often found that if someone is paralyzed, it's usually out of fear.
Yeah, I feel like charm.
no, that's why I'm flipping the switch, man.
Charm usually draws people towards you.
2019.
2019, you motherfucker.
Yeah, there you go.
What? Yeah.
Eat it,
So
McElroy.
you want you want to charm people into ultimate
just
paralyzation.
stopping. Yeah,
That's like if you're so charming, they're like, I can't approach him.
Yeah.
It's too charming for
yeah.
me.
You're just in awe.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
I
It's
get
one
the
of those
shock and
things.
awe of
Sure.
dragons.
Exactly.
Alex, is there anything you'd like to promote before you go?
Well, I mean, I have this movie that's been on Amazon and iTunes for a year and a half.
For
yeah,
real?
yeah. It's called Wild Men, and I play a Sasquatch hunter in this movie.
Very good.
It's called Wild Men, and you play a Sasquatch. Why is this the first time hearing of this?
No, I feel like I've told you before, but it's okay if you forgot.
It's your first time
I know
listening.
about Millenniums. He won't shut up about it.
No,
but-
man. Like I did it. I won Best Supporting Actor in the Macabre Fair Film Fest in 2017. Hell yeah!
A round of applause. We got an award winner here.
2
We got an
years
award
ago
winner.
now. It's been 2019 for 2 days.
Yeah. Still, it's an accomplishment.
Yeah, thank you
that's
very much.
cool. And it's on Amazon right now. You can watch
You can
it.
find it on Amazon. You can find it on Hulu and also on iTunes. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. 90 minutes. It's like finding Bigfoot, but like, what if they actually found Bigfoot and he actually just like killed a bunch of people?
Oh, what?
Yeah, it's fun.
I'm in. That sounds pretty good. Actually, I really enjoy that.
Good times. Yeah. It's good
All
times.
right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Alex Stein.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Coming up, a round of applause for Helen Ehrlich. Hello. Happy 2019.
Happy 2019. I'm very excited to be here.
Thank you for being here. What we're talking about dragons.
Yes.
As a metaphor for self-improvement for 2019.
I saw
So,
the dragons
I got you,
thing
Toby.
and
Don't
like,
worry.
okay.
I got you, Toby. Okay, fine.
But can I talk about a different dragon thing?
You can.
I
have
tie it into self-improvement?
Sure. I have a list of pop culture dragons if you were.
No, I
stuck
have
with-
one.
Oh,
no.
shit.
I saw this theme earlier in the week, and I overcame social anxiety to come here to talk about it.
Nice. Good
Hell
job.
yeah.
It's called Dragons, a Fantasy Made Real. It was a 2004 made-for-TV movie, originally broadcast in the UK on Channel 4. I did just skim the Wikipedia. And it was an alternative history about if dragons had been real from a paleontological perspective.
Oh.
So like how they would have evolved.
Pronouncing that word.
Wow.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, works.
Thank you. And I saw it on television in 2004. So I was 10 years old and I thought it was real. I thought they had actually found a dragon body. And I watched it on a Sunday night and I said to my mom on Monday morning, like, Mom, did you hear? They found dragons.
Did you
Dragons
hear?
they found one. They found a body of one. And she's like, no, Helen, that was a movie. And I argued. I was like, no, I saw a program. So this is more of a public service announcement that the TV isn't always real. I don't know. I just wanted to talk about it more. Yeah.
Helen, was this your first experience with fake news?
Oh, well, no. I'd heard the story of Thanksgiving in school and stuff. So.
I will say that the Discovery Channel or one of these people got in trouble for doing that shit with mermaids.
It's called Mermaid Discovery. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So that was. So I didn't because the dragons one is better. Yes, but there was a follow-up program about mermaids, which is okay. So I think everyone who wants to make anything should go watch this stuff. The writing is tight. They're like, how would mermaids have evolved? And then they show it. And then they had another one a year later that was like as if the original documentary had been aired and there was like a government conspiracy in it. Like OSHA is trying to shut down and cover up mermaids.
Whoa.
Yeah. Government overreach.
It's like Blair Witch shit where it's like multiple
Yes.
levels.
There
It's
are
very
many
meta.
layers because the next one is like that one is real. And this is how the world has responded to this mermaids being real, like craze. Yes.
Mermaids are real.
the body found is the first one.
Mermaids
The body found.
live. Mermaids the
Because
real
they
thing.
found a body of mermaids and there was a cover up in Johannesburg. This was international.
Wow, this
Yeah.
is fascinating. And I do love the idea of the dragons being paleontological because that had to have been like some in the medieval times when they saw like a dinosaur fossil and they were like, oh shit, or like like the story of an alligator.
And
That's a
many
dragon.
cultures have stories of basically dragons. Like it's like a worldwide thing. And so they talked about how so they would I also love evolution shit. So I remember they were talking about the way that dragons breathed is they had extra sacs in their bodies that would fill up with air. And also, like, some dragons had obviously taken to water at a certain point over evolution.
As
and
you
that's
do,
why
of
there
course,
are
of course.
long dragons in China, because they think that those dragons had been in the water and then had come out because they had gotten like more serpenty. Think Loch Ness. But they're all dragons, people. They're all dragons.
I love the idea that this is now the meta narrative of you explaining these documentaries that were real, air quotes real.
Yes. And I also, because yes, and
It's a government conspiracy.
But
They're
here's
keeping
the
the dragons from us.
But it also taught you things. So, like in the mermaids one, right? So they're like, why wasn't there an ape who went underwater who like started to swim? Because lots of other animals, that's like a step in their evolution, and that's why like whales and all that shit. So one of the theories about why we humans lost our hair is that we started swimming and hair weighs you down. And that's like a legit evolutionary theory that they like, we don't know why we don't have as much hair as any other apes. And so I like learned that from this Mermaid's Body Found because it's scientifically sound. And that's why I was tricked. So I don't, I looked for sources. It made sense.
Yeah. In conclusion, I am not gullible.
Looking for the peer review.
Did you guys ever see Flight of Dragons, where they're like, the reason dragons can fly is because they pull up the methane into them, and then this cartoon?
Yeah. It's a cartoon
with John Ritter,
and it was Ralph Bakshi, I think was the animator. I love all that.
It's beautiful.
It's incredibly well animated. It's hard to find though. It's like really like this. It's like an animated cartoon, and they basically they don't fly with their wings.
No.
They inhale, and it makes them lighter. It makes them lighter than air.
That
like hot air balloons.
In the thing. Yeah. Well, like, you know how hippos, they don't swim, they just bounce on the bottom of the floor.
They do?
Yeah. Watch some baby Fiona hippos. Yeah. No, they just jump up and then get air, and they can only hold their
adorable. They're ferocious.
I will say, I love the idea that dragons are blimps.
Yeah.
Can we get that?
And hippos are bouncy balls.
Hashtag dragons are blimps. Hashtag hippos are bouncy.
Also, I bet dragons would have feathers. Like, I still think that they should I won't watch any of the Jurassic Parks because they don't have feathers. It's too distracting. And, like, they should redo them. It's
a good reason not to watch those excellent movies.
Feathers. Dragons would have had feathers.
Do you know have you ever heard the conspiracy theory behind Jurassic Park? Why the dinosaurs don't look the same? Is because they're all fake. It was basically they're just genetically engineered what they thought dinosaurs would be like
to sell toys.
You know what? I like that.
That's how they explain it.
That seems possible. Yeah, they're basically like dinosaurs, but like they switched on certain genes and all that shit.
Exactly. So
that's what they're doing with woolly mammoths. They're not
CRISPR.
making real woolly mammoths. They're making an elephant that looks like a woolly mammoth. Also, children are starving in America. We could spend some money on that.
Absolutely.
But like separate. Let's talk about dragons.
Let's swing this back around to self-improvement because what we came up with, the qualities of a dragon are that they are magical, and magic is a belief in yourself.
Oh, that's true.
How can you, do you have belief in yourself? How can we build that in 2019?
Oh, man. Well,
you made it out here with your social anxiety, so a round of applause for Helen Ehrlich.
Yeah.
Big ups.
You know, I do actually, like, genuinely, I think seeing that Dragons movie, like, influenced me to always have, like, really tight writing that made logical sense. So we can all do that in the future, is try to not just, like, go for an easy joke, make something that actually makes sense.
Fair enough. I like it.
Yeah.
And also, dragons have a horde. How do you plan on getting shit tons of money in 2019? What's your goal? What's your plan?
I'm going to continue to have my mom have married a rich guy.
Look, sometimes you marry into being a dragon. Sometimes that's what you get.
Flesh dragon.
When your mom marries the dragon?
Sure, why not? Yeah, whatever. It's a fantasy world. Also, do you identify as a good dragon or an evil dragon?
Oh, good. Obviously. I'm a force for good. Knowledge. Check your sources.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for being here. Is there anything you'd like to promote before you go?
You can follow me on Twitter at tallpalecurly, and that's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tall Pale Curly, Helen Ehrlich. Coming up next, give it up for Toby Nelson. Toby Nelson, everybody. Hello, Toby. Toby, thank you so much for being here. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, I just got really baked. Yay!
So you're
Puff the Magic Dragon.
Puff the Magic Dragon.
Someone already covered it.
Actually, I did really love Puff the Magic Dragon, like the movie.
Puff the Magic Dragon, number 3 on the list of pop culture dragons.
Well,
number
like
3.
the movie though, like I mean, the
there's
song's
a
great.
film?
Yeah, there's a little
Oh yeah,
movie.
there's that cartoon. They showed me that in my kindergarten's after school care.
Yes, that sounds about right. It was lovely.
Sure.
Yeah.
What a specific memory that just came rushing back to you with Puff
Oh
the
yeah,
Magic Dragon.
Club.
Yeah.
I remember the song, and I also remember on Nickelodeon years and years ago, there was the Skinnamarink Dink people.
Sure.
Remember that?
Sharon,
Skinnamarink
Lois,
Dink.
and Bram.
What?
Sharon, that's Sharon, Lois, and Bram, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's they do. Don't they do that song?
No, it's
You guys
Peter,
are-
Paul, and Mary.
This is a
Oh,
specific
fuck.
generational
You're right.
thing.
It
that
is, but-
maybe not
Oh
everyone
no, this is an even like older
Like,
than
yeah,
us
no, I don't know
generation thing.
I don't-
what you're
I-
talking
I-
about. No, I mean like it's even older than Mike and me. We're young for that.
Let
one.
me just put it this
Like-
way. It's even old for me. Fuck you.
Hey, I said you and me. I'm. You could have been
I know.
32 if you wanted.
Yeah, no, but the idea is that the Skinnamarink Dink people were like a copy of Peter, Paul, and they wanted to get folk singers to entertain kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's a thing. Kids like
Sure.
folk music.
Raffi, or
Ralph.
whatever his name is.
What was with the disdain with which you said Raffi? I love Raffi.
I didn't say Raffi. I
see.
just think it's a funny name, and he does the Baby Beluga song.
He's wonderful. He also does the Banana Phone song.
What's
which,
funny?
If people didn't start joining the raid early enough, when I was in my guild in Warcraft,
Speaking of dragons,
the lead druid would start playing Banana Phone nonstop on Ventrilo, so that like everybody would like harass everyone to get in there.
all right. I mean, like, I've never played WoW. Is there dragons? There's dragons in WoW.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is? So let's talk about.
You fly on a dragon, like
Absolutely.
from like
Let's
place
talk
to place.
about the metaphor.
Yeah.
Because this is dragons as a metaphor for self-improvement in 2019.
Sure.
What is? Because you have magic.
I was just reading about red dragons, so I don't know.
It's
on brand.
Don't dig into the metaphor too deeply. What is your magic? Do you believe in yourself, and how can we have more of that in 2019?
I no, I don't.
Okay,
I
fine.
don't.
This is a very like loaded question
I know,
for people.
Jesus.
We gotta start some. Look, it's a room full of comedians. I'm not expecting all of us to be like, yeah, I feel good about me. You know, like I'm not expecting it.
But like I definitely the great thing about the beginning of the year is that NT releases his blind.
NT Crazy Days and Nights.
Let me bring it back to this. All right, he releases his blind items revealed. He does 40 of them on New Year's Day.
And he just tells you, like, remember this
He
thing?
tells you the
What
answers.
did we
about
learn? What did we
Gwyneth
learn?
Paltrow.
Yeah, exactly. So we did 50 of them this year. So if you want to know,
Audible
join
gasps.
Blind Gossip, obviously. But the beginning of the year is energizing to me in that way because you know that my goal this year is to monetize my gossip.
That's how you're going to build your hoard.
Yes, exactly.
Sweet.
There you go. Did I bring it back or what?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Fucking
Yes.
crushed it.
Yes. My goal this year is to monetize my my gossip
give
comedy
us-
stuff. And man,
a little nugget?
Well, yeah, sure. This one I don't. But supposedly,
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. But can you add a difficulty level? Can you make it dragon related?
yeah. Who's more of the mother of dragons than Beyonce? Okay, like so.
Fair enough. Touche.
So supposedly, Beyonce's like first boyfriend has a sex tape.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wait a
And
minute.
Beyonce?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but it wouldn't come out. I don't believe it.
But exactly, he's been being paid. He's been being paid off for years
Jay-Z
for it to not
and Beyonce
be released.
are very wealthy.
Exactly.
They're mega wealthy.
So, but okay, so Beyonce's first boyfriend is from high school though. Like, and that was really the only guy that she was with.
Oh yeah,
like until she got with
swooped
Jay-Z.
her up when she was 21. You know, it's a super healthy dynamic.
Yes, exactly. So she had really only been with with her high school sweetheart.
Ooh.
So he got in on the ground floor and got a deal maybe 10 years ago or something like that, where he gets paid a certain amount every year, and he tried to up it. The item says that he has a tape with Solange now. I don't necessarily think that's true, but he definitely tries to up it. They're like, no, dude, this is what we said we would do. Like, you have the tape, but also we're the people who run Beyonce, so we Like at this point, he could be killed.
Yeah, Beyonce,
you know? Like,
Beyonce and Jay-Z are kill you and no one will ever find out about it. Rich.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
So
they're
like
like
that. So
hire
at the
hitmen
time,
on the internet. Rich.
Yeah. So
yeah.
exactly. So at the time, it was reasonable that he would be paid $250,000 a year for life. But now if he approached them,
man,
that
guy's got a horde for sure. That guy is legit.
That guy's
because
yeah.
I think that if he did release it, like maybe his life would be over. Like you can't do that to Beyonce.
Yeah,
exactly. That's
so
what I'm saying.
Look, like release it, bitch.
So,
what?
So
it's
back then, it would have maybe reflected badly on her.
Yeah.
Now that's the thing. Like if he released this to anybody, they would go to Beyonce and be like, "How much will you pay us to not release this?"
Yeah,
it's all about money. Somebody like, there's no way it would ever come out, and he would probably be taken care of quietly.
Beyonce's got a huge horde. I would say
this was a decision.
Yeah.
to say this one. I said Annie. I didn't give you a topic.
I will say
this was the one that was the most interesting to me.
Yeah.
There were a whole bunch of other, there's a lot more interesting stuff, but this is related to someone who's important.
100%. I would watch the fuck out of that thing, but
she was in high school.
No, well, it's not supposed to be when she's underage. That would be a different thing.
Oh yeah, no way.
Yeah.
I said that operating on the assumption that it was legal.
No, I think that it would have been mentioned if she was underage, because that would make him a criminal too. Yeah. So they did it in high school till she was like
R. Kelly's not in jail.
So let's do this.
That's true.
R. Kelly should be whatever. He should be murdered.
Anyway,
Toby, let's bring this back around to dragons.
To dragons.
What is your pop culture dragon reference? What is your go-to pop culture dragon?
I mean, it's Game of Thrones, but I fucking love Skyrim also, and I didn't know that anyone had talked about Skyrim before. So yeah,
I will say Game of
like,
Thrones dragons number 6 on the list of pop culture dragons. Number 6.
Was anybody else here the night that the big dragon battle this season in Game of Thrones was here playing on this? You're listening at home. There is like a projection screen behind me.
Yeah. Visual references.
It was the episode where the dragons first come in, and like it does like the Trogdor thing, like the one dragon just goes and just burns the entire fucking screen, like burninates the countryside.
Yes,
exactly.
Trogdor reference.
There were maybe like 10 people in here watching with me, and I don't know if any of you guys were here. Maybe not. Okay, but we all would watch Game of Thrones here on Sundays.
Sure.
Hopefully, we'll do it this spring also. But I would by the end of the episode, there were like 25 people in here, just drawn in by the fucking crazy dragon, like shooting fire like all over the place. They were like, "This is what this show is like." I'm like, "Yes, you idiot!" Like,
and
what the
tits,
fuck?
and tits.
Yeah,
that show has dragons and tits.
Yeah,
dragons and tits. Dragons and tits. Dragons and tits.
And dicks, and also no dicks. There's a lot of people with removed dicks.
Is there? Oh yeah, that's right. They cut dicks off. I can't recall seeing. Is there nudity? Is there dicks in Game of Thrones?
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's not.
I don't remember what.
It's not as ubiquitous, it's not ubiquitous.
Like they were really criticized, so it went down over the years. Like the first season, you can see just gratuitous like women eating each other out in the background.
There's a reason that Emilia Clarke doesn't go.
I didn't mean to agree so emphatically. Oh, you can see 1 million women eat each other. I'm like, yes, you can. Yeah.
No, they actually cut a lot of lesbian content from the books. Like in the books, Daenerys is like constantly fucking her handmaidens. Cersei has
just women just enjoy themselves without it being for men.
Yeah.
No, why can't I? I'm so serious now.
What's happening? It doesn't matter. No, you're contributing. Thank you for being here. What?
But
we got. What do we got?
No, I was just gonna say that she doesn't go nude anymore because she watched the first season and was like, this was more prurient than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
And
It's
so,
a bit much.
Yeah.
And now she's covered up. She looks like a badass, though. Now she's like straight up mother of dragons, queen of mother, whatever, breaker of chains, etc., etc.
I mean, like in the book, there's like, full on characters that go around topless like all the time and shit, just because that's how people live, or like they have one tit covered like the Amazons or like what, but it's
In the French
just one
court
titty
in the
covered, just one
1800s.
titty.
But yeah,
that was also fashion in the French court in the 1800s.
Wow.
Just like ladies, one tit out.
That's.
But I really needed to bring up Tana Blackwater because Tana is not in the show, and in the books she is married to like this like dude who like is like Cersei's like bribing and stuff like that, and Cersei's like fucking her like all the time. She's like I am the king and I will take my due, and Tana's like, yeah, bitch. And it says, and she plunged her fingers into that mirrorish swamp.
Whoa.
That's how they
I'll tell you
describe
right now,
her vagina.
I don't like thinking about that man having sex.
I will tell you right now, Toby, you have sold me on reading these books.
And my
I'm
old
in.
Wi-Fi network was called the Mirrorish Swamp, and my parents never knew why.
Toby, thank you so much for being here. Is there anything you'd like to promote before you go?
Yeah, absolutely. My group, Gunblind Gossip, which is going to be Tea Time with Toby.
Ooh, that's right.
Right? Yeah, that's good.
Tea time, yeah.
Toby's Tea Time or Tea Time with Toby.
I like-
Tea time with Toby.
Tea Time with Toby. Yeah,
Tea Time with
that
Toby?
was Shane Gale's suggestion. Thank you, Shane Gale.
I like the spilling the tea and all that
alliteration.
stuff.
Yeah. Because people don't know what gun means. Whatever.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
love Page 7. NT, obviously, love you. Podcast, Crazy Days and Nights. I'm going to be on it with Sarah Kennedy. And in the new year, I'm starting a show with Jessica Rotundi called "Whose Landline Is It Anyway," which is a an improv based show where you have to be on a landline phone the whole time.
What? That's crazy. Great. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Toby Nelson. Closing out the show, we have Benel Jermosen. One more time, Benel Jermosen. Toby, thank you for sliding over. Benel.
Yep.
See how smooth that was?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here. We're talking about
dragons. I do want to point out, all right, guys, before you get your dicks all hard for Game of Thrones and book reading, let me tell you something. As much lesbian sex as there is in the Game of Thrones book, there is 20 times more descriptions of just food.
Yeah, there
just
are.
Like whole food. Just like whole meals.
Is this supposed to be unappealing to people?
Yeah, I mean, how it's like George R. R. Martin writes about food like he wants to fuck it.
But no, let me stop you right there.
Yeah.
I'm even more in now.
I was like, are you trying to deter them?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I thought that would ruin it for you, and therefore my enjoyment went down to zero.
Yeah, you are one of the heels we have on Unsung Heroes.
Yeah.
You play the villain role. But we thank you so much for being here to add some color to our proceedings.
Yeah. I feast on your pain.
That wasn't a race thing, you assholes. But you are evil, right?
I am evil, yeah.
Sure.
But
we're talking about dragons as a metaphor for self-improvement. Do you have the magic in you? Do you believe in yourself?
Of course I do.
And how can we improve it in 2019?
The only way I can improve it is making other people see that they are beneath me, and I should rule them, clearly.
Ooh. So
your on-air persona and your actual personality are set
one
such
and the
odds.
same. One and the same.
I mean,
they are.
one and the same.
Don't break kayfabe.
Yeah.
God.
I'm sorry.
She's talked to me. She knows what kayfabe is at this point.
Also, improv scene, you yes and. You know,
Yeah.
Don't break character.
Sorry.
Don't break character. Yeah.
Also, one of those personas is a lie. I'll let you find out which one.
Suddenly we find out Benel's just been nice this whole time as a mask for his evil. Okay, let's talk about this. How are you going to build your horde in 2019?
I'm going to spend a bunch of money.
You're going to spend a bunch of money.
That's depleting the horde.
Yeah. You gotta break a few. You gotta make an omelet. You gotta break a few eggs.
You just have to invest. You just have to invest in yourself. You just have to put time and money in to developing the person that you want to be, and that's why I'm going to do wrestling training next week.
Wait, hold on. Are you serious?
Are you really
Yeah.
Are you gonna start? You're gonna start wrestling?
Yeah, I'm going to start training to be a professional wrestler.
awesome.
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
Manager, but you still need to take bumps.
Can you tell me?
Now, what are you thinking?
Please, yeah. Well, both things can be true.
I
Bumps
mean, it
and
is professional
bumps,
wrestling, so both can be true.
Yeah. Both can be true.
No, I will not allow Adam to go down the dark path of cocaine.
What is? Yeah. Oh, I thought you were doing cocaine for everybody. What I'm saying is, is bumps not a cocaine reference?
In wrestling,
I also know it's a wrestling
Yes,
term.
it's
both
a
things
double
are
entendre.
Yes.
Yeah, both things apply.
All right. Yes, and will your character be a dragon?
No, I haven't. I really should. It's like going into. This is the thing. It's so weird. It's like doing stand up for the first time. I have no idea what I'm going to come out at the other side of. Like I don't know what professional wrestling Beno looks like yet. So I have no expectations.
When you start training, you're not like doing like a character thing, right? Like you're just
I've already done the classes for being a professional wrestling manager. Now it's just like the nuts and bolts.
Yeah, of like
how you hold here's how you hold someone without hurting them. Here's how you work a match.
That's so fucking cool.
Yeah.
You're gonna get so strong too. Like that's a crazy workout.
Yeah, I'm already like I have to work out to do this, and I'm still just fat. I'm just fat, but I can run for a little bit. Like,
hey, if that's not a goal, hey, some people are below that.
Facts.
But I'm telling you right now, that's really fucking cool, man.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate it.
I'm very excited for you.
That's
I would
really
like.
awesome.
I think my friends are happier for me than than anyone else is because Benel's like, well, who should be a professional wrestler? Not Benel, but he's gonna do it anyway.
Yeah.
Like seriously.
100%. I think that
it's
are
good. Why would it be bad that your friends are happy for you? Like it means
because
that
I
this
love
is
pain. That's why I do this.
No, it just means we know this will make you happy.
Yeah, he's a heel. Yeah, he's a heel. The booze only make him stronger.
Yeah, for real. Like the only other thing I could be is an anime character, and I'm already on my way. Like,
yeah, you got the hair.
I just gasp and say "baka"
Why not
constantly,
both?
just like that's all I do.
¿Por qué no los dos? What is so you're building your horde, and clearly we've identified you're an evil dragon.
Yes, obviously.
What is your pop culture dragon?
My
would you like to go to the list?
No, I because I'm a folklore nerd, so my favorite dragon is Fafnir from Sigur, from the story of Sigur. Like, because he doesn't start as a dragon, he's just greedy, and he's just a dude that's greedy, and then becomes a dragon out of his greed.
Out of his greed, but that's the horde element. Like he's just trying to build so much that he becomes a beast.
He starts as a dwarf, which is this tall, and then ends up bigger than everyone, which I think is like a dwarf's dream. Like every
that's
dwarf.
That's kind of like one of those things where the punishment is supposed to be like a lesson, but you could also listen to it as like, what? I'm gonna get fucking strong and rich.
For real,
Hell
man. Like what? Third son of a dwarf king. Now I'm the dragon. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take those bets.
For sure. There's an attack dog on the stage.
Yeah.
A ruthless dragon is attacking.
Yeah,
I turn the mic off. It's fine.
Davos cast protection from good and evil.
Yeah.
This is losing his mind right now.
What is the story? What's the bigger picture? He's drinking a thing. What is the bigger plot of that story?
Basically, it's basically Sigurd digs underneath Fafnir to get to his belly and kills him. That's the story. The whole story is.
So he kills the dragon.
Yeah, he kills the dragon.
Norse mythology?
Yeah, I believe it's Germanic.
I had it turned down because of the dog. Yeah, but I could turn it up.
Yeah, I believe it's Germanic myth. Yeah. Yeah,
I love it. Those are like the European dragons, the classic kidnapping a princess, and the knight has to go slay the dragon.
Yeah, and like I love it because they're ancient stories from before Christianity, and then the church shows up and it's like, but the dragon's actually Satan. Bye, guys.
Yeah.
That's all they added to it. It's like remix. It's wonderful.
Like what layer?
I was just I was just reading about like Red Dragon earlier, and like the Blake painting of like the dragon and the woman bathed in sun kind of thing. Like it's very much a devil
it's
allegory through time.
That's why Satan is known as the dragon, as the great. as a great beast.
We haven't touched on it. The Book of Revelations. Everybody, pull out your Bibles. We're gonna talk about chapter. No, isn't there like a whore that
there is a
flies
seven-headed dragon?
A seven-headed
that
dragon
shows up in the Book of Revelation out of the sea, and he has 7 crowns on his 7 heads. And I just think of the idea of just like a 7-headed dragon, and then just like a tiny little crown on the top of it,
like the little.
I know, it sounds really cute. It's like each got like a little crown. Like each one has like a different color, like
Wait,
stone
I'm sorry.
in
Let me
it.
adjust my little crown.
Aw.
I imagine it like like those little cowboy hats that they have a little band around the head.
Together.
Yeah, like the legit like birthday crown, or is it like a bachelorette party crown? You know?
Yeah.
Like
One of the 7 heads. Each of the crowns represented is like a little crown. There's a tiara. There's the one that's nothing but dicks for the bachelorette party.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Like I just like the idea, like back then it was written like the dragon is like colossal, and then you like in modern time he shows up and it's just like the size of an alligator, and it's like, oh yeah, they were a lot smaller back then.
Yeah.
Like
people were smaller back then.
Yeah, they were.
Humans.
They were, yeah.
But now, thank you so much for being here. Is there anything you'd like to promote before you go? And good luck on your wrestling, man. That sounds fucking fun.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah, you're fucking right. I got shit to promote. All right, guys. My podcast is called Talking Naruto. It's
Talking Naruto.
We watch every episode of Naruto and the movies, including the filler, and me and my partner Lawson Leon talk about it for an hour.
How many episodes is that?
We are right now almost up to episode 100.
Oh my god.
The series, I think.
Adam, we've been shamed.
But the series has like 1,000.
Yeah, the series is up to 1,000.
So you have like a decade's worth of content.
We got a shit ton, and
Good
here's
Lord.
the thing: it's
Yeah, it's a good
mostly
thing about
filler.
Degrassi, too.
So yeah. It's an arduous task, but yeah, we're starting a Patreon for that
This
soon.
week on Talking Naruto, 15 minutes and that's it because we don't have nothing to
I
talk
actually
about.
wonder what show has more episodes, that or Degrassi.
I think Degrassi. Yeah, I don't know.
Not 1,000.
Well, you guys can fight after the show.
Well, I want to fight.
What
I
else?
want to fight after the show.
Let's fucking fight. What is your the podcast Talking Naruto? Where can they follow you?
They can follow me at Benel_Jamosin. I'll let you figure it out. And Talking Naruto at T Naruto Podcast on Twitter.
It won't be that hard. I'll tag everything in the fucking in the thing.
It started from Degrassi.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Benel Jamosin. Oh, did I not press play? That's the end of the show, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Do you want to hear what was on the pop culture list?
Oh yeah, let's hear the list.
Hold on.
Who's on the list?
We hit the double dragon. We hit the classic European dragon. The Dragon spacecraft from SpaceX.
Elon Musk.
Don't. We're going to do the whole list. Hold your applause to the end. Liu Kang in Mortal Kombat when he turns into the dragon. Shenlong from Dragon Ball. Nailed it. Maleficent. We didn't miss. The Hungarian Horntail from Harry Potter. Mad Madam Mim from Sword in the Stone. Mushu from Mulan. Dishonor on all of you and your families. That Muppet Dragon from Eureka's Castle on Nickelodeon. Fin Fang Foom from Marvel Comics. Spyro the Dragon from PlayStation. And of course, Dragon the Bruce Lee story and Enter the Dragon. I put them together. Guys, that's it. Thank you so much for being here. You can follow us at Zeros on Heroes on all social media. I'm at Mike Mercadal. Thank you all for listening. Go out, be dragons, and